to all, and let's jump into Gravelord. Once again, thanks to the game's developer, Fatbot Games, for giving us the hookup for this game, and I'm excited because I love me a good boomer shooter. I love me a good retro revival shooter kind of experience. Medium difficulty, probably. Yeah, much more damage. I don't know about much more. Sometimes I like one tick above medium for games like that. Games like this. But we'll play it safe. We'll play it safe. No, I'm excited, man. I love retro revival shooters. I love boomer shooters. Love Quake-inspired things. I love Doom as well.
From Starham.
But I'm definitely a Quake guy.
Early in the morning and do my lovely job.
It's lovely.
My daddy and his daddy used to do. But lately, things have been falling apart, making me job much harder. Cheating death by all means seems to be all the rage these days.
Oh, Gus, you're just in time for a start of the goods. Happy Thursday to you, by the way, bud. Welcome to Thursday stream.
And those ungrateful wretches start getting refunds on your work.
Shotgun. Hell yeah.
Bury you already. The poor bastards.
All groundskeepers should come equipped with one of those.
By none other than my father's murderer, bloody Kieran Husk, and his anti-death movement, making a profit from the pathetic losers as fear of dying.
You'd also say the doctors are of the anti-death movement.
Death knows how to keep his pipeline in check. The juicy benefits are nice and all.
Groovy.
But for me,
I like that shit.
a handful of crypto coins is all I need.
No, but it's crypt. Oh, coins, because it's a crypt. He's a graveskeeper. Groundskeeper, graveskeeper. El Gassi, you'll be happy to know, I thought of you when I bought this the other day. It was on sale at World Market. It's from Japan. Oh shit, product of Japan. All I could think was the thing. Ugh. Thing but Japan. Oh, like that was me. That was me when I saw it. To be honest, I wouldn't have gotten it if it wasn't on sale, but still, I was very excited. Gotta raise the sensitivity up a little bit. Oh, whoops. Did I not? There we go. We'll try 25. Alright. Better. My smacking shovel. Can I smack open doors? Oh, that's a raid. That's a raid from Lunasketch. What's up, buddy? Lunasketch, you are a friend of Aaron's, so you can understand. I'll have to show this to him at some point. I was just saying how I got this from World Market the other day. It was on sale, and it says product of Japan. That's how you know it's the good stuff. Product of Japan, and I was very excited. I mean, I'm still excited. And it's actually quite nice. It's actually quite nice. Score your first kill with a shovel was the achievement we just got. And it's quite pleasant, and it tastes like regular Pepsi, but it does have kind of a unique texture, which I appreciate. I did like a little bit of reading ahead of time. And a little bit of reading the other day when I first bought it, and apparently like their soda like brewing practices are slightly different, a magenta key, than the kind of stuff that we have. So as a result, like it's got the same like sugar content stuff, all the same unhealthy stuff, but the texture's a little bit different, and like the consistency is a little bit different. So it's kind of refreshing. I actually kind of like it. Normally, I'm not a huge fan of like full like standard Pepsi, standard Coke. I'm more of a Diet Coke or like Coke Zero or like Pepsi Max kind of guy. So when I took a sip, I was like, actually pretty alright. So actually pretty alright. But yeah, but anyway, though, thank you, Lunasketch. You were doing some Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. That's delightful. I've actually never played any of those. I've seen some folks stream them. Seen some YouTube vids and that kind of thing. Can I swim? I can swim. Fishies. Good to see you, by the way, bud. And Lunasketch, as always, if there's any clips of yours you want to share, I'm always down. Always down. You've heard my spiel plenty of times. You know my general way that I operate here. Always excited to see what the homies are up to. Good to see you, bud. I appreciate you popping in. Swim up or down. I'm gonna guess that there's probably an oxygen-ometer. An oxygen meter, maybe. Shotgun. I thought that was a fish. Just a shotgun instead. Is there secrets down here? Maybe. Oh, okay. I'm drowning. Sure enough, I'm drowning. All right. I need to be in a non-drowning state, please. There we go. Lost a lot of health. Was it worth it? I mean, maybe it was. Maybe it wasn't. Entirely possible that this is all... I was thinking maybe this might lead to a secret. Entirely possible this is all, like, stuff that we can get to otherwise anyway. Good to see you, by the way, bud. Thank you for that raid. Yeah, is it just regular Pepsi? Yeah, it basically is regular Pepsi. But I will say, yeah, the texture. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe maybe it's just confirmation bias. But usually when I try to drink like regular Coke or regular Pepsi, like it's not that I can't drink it. Not that I can't drink it. I'm getting fucked up. But it's like a little bit overwhelming. It's not so much that it's too sweet, but there's something about like the texture of it that kind of hits my palate in kind of a weird way. Oh my god. Kind of getting fucked up a little bit here. And I gotta lock in and get good here. But yeah, like there's something about it. I don't know. Like and it's not that Diet Coke is completely harmless, obviously. Anything but.
Graveyards. Everyone's dying to get in.
Everyone's dying to get in. That's the line. Oh, jeez. Me pressing the button spawn these creatures. Kind of getting fucked up a little bit. Although, like taking like 80 damage and drowning damage earlier probably didn't do me any favors here. What about Lowe's selling Mexican Coke? I think I've seen that. I don't know if I've ever had Mexican Coke, all things considered. Oh, shit. Can I headshot these guys? I don't know if there's like headshots in this game. If there's like location damage. These guys are already headless. This is Gravelord, by the way. Cute little boomer shooter, little retro revival shooter. Anything else that I missed? Because there was that one thing beyond that ways that made me excite. But I don't know anything in particular that I need to be able to get to like this shotgun that I saw and like anything else, any of the other fun stuff that we saw. So I'm tempted to like sniff around a little bit more. But again, I fully recognize that the more I sniff around, the more likely I am to drown like a fucking dumbass. We're gonna see if there's anything maybe down this way. This is open, which is exciting. This is the same place I went to earlier. There's like a bunch of branching paths that catches my eye, but it's entirely possible that like we all just end up at the same place anyway. Let's just keep going. We found the key. That's all that matters. Still on the road. Bam. I got a card. That's exciting. Yeah, I've heard they're pretty good. Yeah, and I'm a Pokemon enjoyer. I'm not exactly like a mega fan, but I definitely do enjoy them. Definitely do enjoy them. Because, or I enjoy just the general gist of Pokemon. I haven't played like a mainline game in a minute. Guitardi, Meerkat, you're right. I did see that. I did see the Tech Priest, right? In Darktide. Yeah, that got announced today. There was a shadow drop for a gigantic Space Marine 2 update, which is exciting. I think the release date for Dawn of War 4, Warhammer 40k Dawn of War 4 got announced today, or the release date at least got announced for it. So yeah, a whole bunch of like Warhammer related news dropped today, which is very exciting. So I don't know if it's a roguelike necessarily. I don't think it is. I think these are just things we just get to choose, basically. Like we get to like, I mean, a roguelike in the sense of if you die, it's like permadeath. I don't think it's that kind of game. Drains health up to 40 when out of combat. Small chance to spawn a rat minion on kill. Knockback to all attacks. Knockback to all attacks could be good. I'll do it because that could be really nice when it comes to melee, especially. Melee is good. Eventually there'll be alt attacks. See? So presumably I'll be able to switch out cards. So it's not like a roguelike or anything. I think it's one of those where you can switch them out on the fly. Oh my god, he flips so high. I have 8 HP, by the way. What's this? Saved. Collectible. Can I save whenever I want? I can. Collectibles. Oh, there's a little comic book. That's cute. Yeah, it's the Skulls event, right? There was the Skulls event, and I guess it was today. Yeah, I've heard of the Skulls event. I've never like gone out of my way to pay attention to them, but when they occur, that is. But yeah, I would presume that was today, and it's very exciting. That guy's got a shotgun. He dropped a pellets. I thought it was going to be a jar of piss at first because it looked yellow. So now I'm disappointed. Clearly, I need to get good because I'm getting my butthole polished. I'm getting my butthole smoothened by all the shenanigans happening and not doing the best job of like handling it accordingly. Load last save. And the last save was when I was at very little health. I might not be long for this world.
Sickle without hammer, comrade.
Did it still equip the thing? It did. It did
This.
say that it was equipped. Good, 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 good. Now, this is also considering the fact that I was originally thinking about doing not medium difficulty. I was gonna say, you know, maybe I should take it up to hard difficulty. But sometimes games like this are kind of easy. This one is actually not afraid to get kind of spicy, and I'm kind of here for it. Kind of here for it. That one. I'm worried that, yeah, pressing that is gonna like spawn a bunch of baddies. Like this guy, for instance. Oh no, it spawned a bunch of baddies because, yeah, I'm in such a vulnerable state right now. However, there's hope right here. This is where melee, or yeah, the melee weapon actually comes in handy. Sometimes in games like this, the melee weapon becomes like useless after the first 30 seconds of the game. Not having that problem here. We have plenty of ammo for our pistol, which is good. Good to know that when like the bad guy drops health or ammo drops, they don't disappear after a while. It seems like they do persist, which is nice. But like the pellets are one thing. What I really want is that shotgun. That's what I really, really want. Yeah, your shotguns. Yes, because you guys have shotguns. I don't. I think you're so cool. It is kind of neat. I'm not gonna lie. Blue key. Oh, I got bamboozled. Fishies. Bump to the top so I can get some air back. I'm gonna guess there's more fishies. There's shotgun. Now, when I pick that up, I'm gonna guess it's gonna be a serious Sam situation. I'm gonna pick it up and it's gonna spawn some dudes. That's what I'm guessing. If there's like other stuff I can snag along the way. Is this a ladder? It is a ladder. Is it a secret? Well, if it is a secret from which I am barred to explore. Put a whole bunch of pictures. Great, great. No, I mean, I'm not bothered by it. I am, far be it from me to look down at somebody for talking about buttholes. You've been to my streams before, Shock Value. You know what I'm about. You know what I'm all about, son. So no, that would be hypocritical of me to admonish you. How dare you talk about buttholes, Shock Value? That is so uncouth. Can you imagine me saying those words? You wouldn't be able to take me seriously, nor should you. I mean, generally speaking, you should never take me seriously. Especially if I'm admonishing you for butthole-related discourse. If anything, I should be admonishing you for not talking about buttholes enough.
Hello to my little friend.
That's what I like to see. Got the satisfying kukush. And then the bottom right, it does actually show the oxygen meter. Somehow I never noticed that previously because I have the attention of a goldfish. Actually, being a goldfish would be helpful here because we have not a lot of oxygen. Being a fishy would actually be helpful. For that last shooty pooty fella. Up here. Did get the autosave, which is all well and good. Plateaus.
Rest in pieces.
I bet there's one more down here. And I bet that'll open up that spot in the top that we saw earlier. And it's probably a blinky one. I'm looking for the blinky lights. Although they can be... Could be anywhere, actually. Because the first one we saw was above the water. Like, just above the water. Is that right there? Oh, it's something fancy over there. Maybe a pistol upgrade or, like, some kind of modifier of some kind. So the lights are one thing. We're looking for the blinky lights. Could be anywhere. There's something up there. Yeah, so there's definitely secrets. There's secrets to find. Cathedrals for those with eyes that can see. That's where we go to, like, progress things properly. It's like yeah, I thought the same thing, Farsight, like some kind of like goofy kind of Cockney accent, but I'm not sure how authentic it is. I'm not exactly one to police these things, but I'm also questioning the authenticity of the accent. I don't know, maybe like we'll see it, maybe we'll like kind of loop around to another area. Maybe this is not the only time we're gonna see this spot. I'm thinking like surely there'd be... Maybe I should just try shooting random fellers. Ow. little like blue switches, because the ones that were blinking can be the ones to indicate that there was like some kind of interaction. I just like press the use button. No, it's not that simple. Taking like just little tidbits of damage. Go ahead and get the show on the road, and like I said, maybe we'll loop around. Hard to say. Yeah, I don't think there's location damage. I think it's you shoot the bad guy. And I'm trying to remember, I think Quake did have location damage. For some enemies at least, not for all though. Smack. There we go. It looks like pellets are, so it's a shared ammo type for pistol and for shotgun alike. Guess the pistol's more short range. Shotgun, not so much. Slightly longer range, ever so slightly. I want that armor. And big health over there. I have some armor to my name. I wonder, like, what the green fellers are. They got the stank. Do they have, like, some kind of AoE? They poison you when they hit you? I mean, I don't want to stick around long enough to find out. Oh, that spiral staircase. Also, feel free to let me know, by the way. I know this game moves very fast. And sometimes boomer shooters that are kind of more Quake-inspired, they move so quick, it's almost like a little bit jarring. Like a little bit, can be a little bit pukey for some folks. So let me know if like the bitrate is struggling. If the stream appears to be struggling, or if your brain is struggling. We could always, you know, lower the settings, or I could kind of switch things up a little bit. Here's two enemies, which could be useful. It's a tier 2 card. I love that icon for the Gib enemy one, the meatloaf. Non-explosive projectiles can pierce through enemies. I kind of like the idea of gibbing dropping more health. It could give me more health. I like how he puts it in the hat. That's actually very cool. Whoa. So now I'm going to be encouraged to overkill. Not be an overkill. Let's be a standard kill. Nice of him to toss that down to me. That was convenient. I know I've seen it before where, yeah, if you're playing a game kind of like this, a Quake-inspired boomer shooter, and the streamer is just popping off and moving and zooming around super quick, the bitrate can on the like the Twitch encoding can struggle a little bit, and can make the stream look like garblety goop. More than happy to adjust for if need be. I had a sneaky suspicion. Secret mega hell. You know, we'd seen that from afar. There's also no way I'm gonna get every secret in any of these levels. This is not gonna be a 100% playthrough. I do not have that kind of dedication. Down. Drop the small health, which is nice. And I didn't even have to like overkill those guys. I just killed them normally, and that was enough to make them splort their stuff out. Make that jump for sure. Oh. This actually might not be a secret per se. This might just be an expected place you kind of gotta be at. Can't jump any further than that. Pellets. Explosive barrel, very nice, very nice. More explosive barrels, yep. Okay, I thought there was gonna be more. Just a little area. Just so I'm clear. Oh, I think I have to go that way then. Okay. Because in my mind, I was like, there's probably a key or something I need to find, or a switch or something. Probably what I'm looking for down there. Now, oddly enough, I am at full health. A situation I'm not at all familiar with. I used to being full health. I'm wrong. That is not open. Did I get a key and not realize it? I think I did. Looking for that. I think it was like a blue key, I think. Let's go back a little bit. Something open and I didn't really realize it. Also, yeah, I can't crouch. I think little rats can jumble out of there. Definitely jump up top, but yeah, that's all barred. That's barred as well. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I did get a key and I didn't realize it. Let's go back. So there was that one blue area. I mean, this area has the color blue. Yes, that's all well and good, but not quite what I meant. There was I think it was a blue door, and behind it was a blue key we couldn't quite reach. Guy here. No, that is still closed. Yeah, that's the one we're looking for. Okay. Oh, maybe it's a matter of jumping up and dropping into that window. That open door frame. Oop. Just kidding, this one's closed too. I think this is what maybe... This is where we got here in the first place. Little underwater church area. See all the church pews. Underwater church with a giant... Like forge kind of situation here. Very strange. Can I jump on these beams? We're just a little bit too shy for it. A little bit too short. Not gonna be the answer. Let's go back up then. I think there's definitely something I missed. Unless there's some other thing I'm supposed to interact with here. Like I tried this. By shooting, I tried pressing the use button. No dice. I'm also looking for... if there's that last shootable thing. Saw 2 of the 3. We even got the confirmation message. 2 of 3 found. Thing that can catch my eye. Not that either. Yeah, let's keep looking then. Probably something I missed up here then. Probably something I missed up here. Back that way. Climb this spiral staircase. Was there another path I could have gone that I did not consider? Like, by all means, that to the left feels like that should be where we ultimately want to go. Maybe there was just something I overlooked. It would not be the first time I have done such a thing. Getting a little bit turned around in a game like this, in a retro-inspired boomer shooter kind of thing, is not, again, not something I'm immune to. All too familiar. And by all means, it seems like there should be something over here. Maybe you have to shoot the barrels? Maybe you shoot the barrels to... That's what it is. You shoot the barrels to open the wall. Because in my mind, I was like, well, what if there's bad guys? I don't want to shoot the barrel here. I'd rather shoot the barrel next to a bad guy and explode their asses. So good to know sometimes you have to use the environment to your advantage. So what's up, Mr. Aaron? He says, give me that bomber friend. I will do that, but I will also show you this, Aaron. I will also show you this. So we all hung out on Sunday, had a grand old time at Topgolf. It was very pleasant. Afterwards, Grace and I went to World Market. Check out what I found for a sick-ass $2. Big cola, man. I thought of you when I saw this. I said, dude, I gotta buy it. Actually, I didn't say I gotta buy it. I was not going to buy it, but it was on sale for like $2. So I was like, all right, I'll buy it. And, can you see it? It says, product of Japan. Oh shit, it's real. Authentic. Oh fuck. It's actually pretty good. It's actually pretty good. It's like, I mean, it is just a standard Pepsi. It is standard Pepsi, but I did a little bit of like reading earlier where apparently like they use slightly different bottling techniques and like brewing techniques. So it's the standard Pepsi taste, but the texture is a little bit different. And to be honest, I kind of like that because like full sugar Pepsi, like standard Pepsi and standard Coke, I don't love it. I'm more of a Diet Coke. I'm more of a Coke Zero guy or a Pepsi Max guy. I like the baby versions of some of these things. And I think part of it is just like, I don't know. I don't think it's like that it's too sweet necessarily because I enjoy sweet things. Oh, here we go. Oh my god, I gotta deal with these fuckers first. There we go. I like to think they're just like tossing. They're just tossing them at me. And of course the rats, they're getting gifts. They drop the small health, which is nice.
Rats. I'm an undertaker, not an exterminator.
Gonna have to be both now, bud. But anyway, yeah, that was something where I was like, yeah, this is actually kind of nice. I'm able to like drink this a little bit more freely now because, yeah, normal like full Coke or a full Pepsi, it takes me a while just to drink a standard can of it, much less, you know, like a full. Well, this is not like the full size. It's 600 milliliters, so maybe around the size of like a typical bottle you might get at a like a gas station or something. But it's pretty good. Pretty good. I like it a lot. I would say like sweetness and like overall. Like texture-wise, it's like maybe somewhere in between standard Beppis and like a Diet Coke or I guess Pepsi Max. Let's see if I can gib him. then he will give me some extra health. Not that I need it right now. Blue key, so now we're back here. Ow. Never did find that third blinking light thingy like I was hoping to. That's okay, though. I'll take this thing. Take a look what we got, by the way. It's just the Beppis. It's the biggest thing I can fit up my asshole. If there was anybody who would appreciate that kind of thing, it would be Meerkat. Let's be real. Meerkat would be over the moon if I were to have that kind of association. Pepsi, comma, Japan. He's already here. Yo, what's up, Gary? Yeah, but it's the Japan one. Exactly, Gary. Exactly. Yeah, the energy shots. I showed a picture of the energy shot. I was like, Aaron likes these. I don't know if like the caffeine content is higher or if it's just this, but like in a small, convenient package. Because they are a convenient size. All right, so tier 3 card, by the way. Oh, shit. Did get yourself the Picati sweat. There you go, man. Yeah, if you're doing any sort of outdoor activities, extracurricular outdoor activities, you might as well. Third attack does more damage. Melee alt attack that does big damage and gibs on kill. I do love a big gib. And then more damage when just like, well, hold on. Being higher above the ground than your normal jump. That's kind of specific. I'm gonna say, give me that big gib. Ooh, it's like, oh, there's a cooldown for it, which is kind of a bummer. Oh, but you have it, so I don't have to have the shovel out. I can just press Q for the quick melee. That's actually kind of sick. Kind of sick. I think I'll take that. Full ammo. We got full health. I'd love to see it. Actually, I forgot to grab the key because I'm very smart. Oh, no, I did grab the key. I just didn't actually use it, I don't think. That. What's this do? Boop. Boop. It makes friends happen. Lucky me. Let's see the thing. Whoop. Bam. I was hoping to like get really up close and personal there, but that works too. Oh, he's still alive? Well, that's disappointing. I just assumed he's gonna kill the fuck out of him. Like that. There we go. Ow. There we go. Yeah, there was some like serious Sam-ness to this game's kind of loop, which I'm appreciating. I'm a big serious Sam enjoyer. Oh, who the fuck is this?
I
That you, Satan?
No ribbons myself, but he's one ugly bastard.
Wait. Got an achievement for killing 25 bad guys with a shovel. And because this game just came out and just hit its 1.0 milestone, I don't know if you're seeing it at the Steam overlay, but all the achievements are like they all have the glowing border because not a ton of people have them yet. They probably only just got added into the game with the 1.0 release, which means there's an existing player base that of course played the game when it was early access. But I did not, so I'm getting into it kind of late. And Berkeley over on TikTok asks, yeah, what kind of game is this? So the game is called Gravelord. It just hit its 1.0 release today. On the, May 21st? Yeah, May 21st. It released today. It's pretty good. I'm liking it so far. It's been in early access for a while, but yeah, right now it just hit the 1.0 milestone, which is pretty damn sweet. It's pretty damn sweet. We're full ammo. We're not full health, but we're full enough, I think. I'm gonna guess that this is the exit over here. So this looking portal fella. Now, I was hoping it would make the quake noise, which I like. Yeah. Yeah, it's the same amount, but small. That's delightful. They just condensed it down. Yeah, I know. When we were in Japan, when we were overseas, we did see the Monster Cubed. It was like the Monster energy drink, but condensed down into a small can. So it was like probably just the standard amount, like you said, of sugar and caffeine, but in a smaller, more condensed package. Looks like all orcs must die. A little bit. Is this a weave and defense, or a wave defense game? This is a more traditional boomer shooter. I would say a more traditional arena shooter. So this is more akin to Quake. You know, go from point A to point B, shoot the bad guys. I would say the aesthetic is probably a little bit reminiscent of a game like All Orcs Must Die. There's kind of a sort of cell shading thing going on here. Bam.
Poor guy. Never saw it coming.
So the like pseudo cell shading effect probably lends itself to how that game looks. I've actually never played into the All Orcs Must Die games, so I know which ones you're talking about. Is that a second pistol? Yeah. Like a new weapon? I don't think it was. I think it was if I somehow missed the pistol the first time around, gotta just know. Also, I guess you could also do the thing where, like, if you start a level with just the traditional, well, I guess the equivalent of it would be in Doom. You can, like, do the thing in Doom where you say, let me start the level with a fresh new loadout. So instead of carrying over your weapons and your health from the previous level, you just start with the traditional 100 health pistol intro, and that's it. So maybe you could do something like that in this game, where you start with just the default loadout and nothing else. Question is, are there any switches to hit? I think here I just gotta, like, bob and weave. I think that's what we're doing. Yeah, Doom or Quake, unlike generic high fantasy putt-putt course, which would be delightful. It's not mince words. I'd be down. Wait. Everything is Doom. I mean, I wish more things were Doom. As a Doom enjoyer, I'm not afraid. We can change our loadout now, presumably. So right now we have knockback. All attacks do knockback. We could switch out for something else. On a little rat fella on kill. Excuse me. Shovel attacks do a lot of damage and heal for that much. Actually, or heal for 25% of that much. I think actually sounds kind of nice. Because that's actually kind of nice. I like the whole thing where we're finding little unlockable fellas, and we have like a loadout that we're switching out constantly for abilities to store into our hat, which is kind of neat. And a neato. Switch. I know that's happening. Bam! But kill the shit out of them, but you have to kill their heads as well. Now when you shoot, does it cost like 2 shots? Yeah, it costs 2 shots. Is there an alt fire? There's no alt fire. Not yet, at least. Do you water? Oh, like, yeah, like the Monster Cubed or the Pepsi shot? I don't think so. I mean, I guess you could if you really wanted to. If you were, like, a health-conscious individual. But for goblins like Aaron and myself, probably not. Probably not. Bam! I mean, I could be ammo-conscious and be, you know, be only using the shotgun for, like, the strong fellas. Or I could be fun and not do that and use my shotgun at every turn with zero hesitation. This game is also pretty generous so far, at least, about its ammo giftings. I feel like it's dropping ammo on a pretty regular basis, so I'm not having to be extra persnickety about these things. I'm also trying to keep an eye out for those little shootable target fellers. So I believe there's probably going to be more secrets where that came from. Probably a whole lot more secrets, really. It goes red, you say? Red. Why red? Can't reach it. Red. I wonder if there is... Maybe we'll learn more about that soon. More about that soon. I just dropped down? I think I just dropped down then. Ow. Bad guys in a boomer shooter? A boomer shooter? In this day and age, and with these gas prices? Localized entirely within your kitchen? Yes. I see it. Bam. Ow.
Too much ink and not enough sun, son.
Enough sun, son. I need the magenta key. So I can probably go and send that along, because I think the idea is we're escorting this coffin down to its destination. So well and good, but I kind of want to explore this before I commit to that. So I might open up more things that we kind of care about. What's this? A different ammo type, maybe? Whoop. Couldn't quite make it. Flintlock upgrade. Can fire 3 rounds. Oh, baby. So now we got rapid fire. That's actually kind of sick. There's the key. So I think this is what we saw earlier, but I couldn't quite reach it because we never found, like, the 3rd way to unlock the thingy. That is pretty neat. Oh. So against long-range guys, that could actually be pretty nifty. It's a convenience, of course. I'm more curious about this thing over here. Can I make that jump? Still too short. Still too short. I think I think that might not be a jump we're really supposed to make. Maybe if I could like rocket jump, but I don't think we have any rockets yet. Or any explosives. Is there like hold on, if I like or okay, so none of those really give you extra heft, I don't think. Super Nintendo Chalmers. Nice of you to join me. Well, well, Quake guy, I made it despite your directions. Got a candle warmer. What the little controller fella? Oh, it's too close. I gotcha. Just like, yeah, like cut it out or something like that. Got this wide FOV. That is, for better for worse, a tradition of many a boomer shooter. For better for worse. I like it, but it is a little bit weird. It's a little bit like, it's a little jarring. A little bit overwhelming at times. I'm sorry, I keep going back to this. I keep thinking, like, what else could I do to try to make that jump? I've really, like... I don't know if there's, like, bunny hopping in this game. There might be. The thing is, because Quake, of course, has been well known for its very unique kind of movement. If I'm enough of a Quake gamer, people attempt this. Yeah, I feel like if there was ever a chance of being able to make it, it's gonna be something like that. If I had to guess, we'll probably find a way to get into that through other means. Again, I'm just trying to find things to shoot if there's any sort of interaction. No. Can't let it go, man. I just can't let it go. That's fine. That's fine. Let's keep looking. FOVX. I wonder if that's a thing we can actually modify at all. Probably not video settings, maybe. Well, yeah, field of view, yeah. So it's 100 right now. The max of 120. Oh shit. So here's how it looks right now. Here's how it is right now. So yeah, give me that chameleon brain. Right, here we go. Field of view. Back. Apply. Oh, that's a little disorienting. Oh, yeah, this is like a fish island, bro. Wow. And then if we look at the opposite end of the spectrum. And now it's like modern Call of Duty. Turn into, oh yeah, like Leon, yeah, Star Fox guy. I am the great Leon. Standard hundo. Somewhere right in the middle. Yeah, that's right, Kowalski, yeah, the superior pilot. Those giant eyeballulars of him. Aaron, I know you for sure are excited for the new Star Fox game that got announced. Do you have an opinion on the designs of the characters? Because I know there's many people on the internet that have opinions about the Star Fox character designs shown in that trailer. Personally, I don't have opinions. I think they look fine, and I'm not bothered by them, but I know the opinions have been shared. Oh shit. Counter do melee. Bam! The melee is very fun. Like the big extra strong melee. Especially as like a quick melee attack. It's pretty slick. Might have been inspired by Blade Runner. Oh, I never made that connection. Never made that connection. Like a little bit like uncanny, like Ugly Sonic. A little bit on the weird side. Yeah, I'm unbothered. I'm unbothered. And part of that might be because Star Fox has always looked a little bit fucky, I think. I think Star Fox has always looked a little bit fucky, and I don't mean bad fucky. Just, I don't know, like, I feel like there's always been a slight uncanniness to some, but anyway. Gun, by the way. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm definitely not gonna, like, petition anybody to, like, change it, you know, because, like, with Ugly Sonic, you know, there was the whole fan petition for them to switch it up, which they did, you know, bend to. They ultimately did change it up, and they changed it for the better. I mean, there's no denying the original Sonic design was questionable at best, and that the one they used for the movies that we all saw and enjoyed is an improvement just across the board. There's no question. It was the better choice. But I feel like I just don't feel strongly enough for this one. I feel like no, I think it's fine. If they take this all the way to release with this aesthetic, I'll be completely alright with it. Okay, so I think we want it. Do I? I think I can't continue. Yeah, yeah. So we have to have it lowered. Okay, I understand. That's the thing. We're not going to see them in game very often because, of course, in game you're going to be seeing just the R-wing screen, the R-wing pilot seat, or just the R-wing itself. So you only really see it during the cutscenes, really. Yeah. Some weird kind of vintage puppet stuff. I think that's why. Like, to me, it doesn't really bother me too much. Wasn't the original box art for Star Fox kind of like, yeah. Here we go. Yeah, so peep the original box art for Star Fox. I think this is part of why it does not bother me. Second time I fat fingered that tonight. So the original box art, like, if nothing else, I don't know. I almost want to say the new designs are perhaps the most authentic representation of Star Fox. Like, maybe this is more of a back to basics thing than any of us want to admit. That being said, I liked the design a lot that we got in the Mario movie. I think that design was really good. Yeah, to me, oh wait, that's Star Fox Zero. Yeah, I'm completely unbothered by it. I think it's neat, and I hope the game is good. That's my opinion. That's my take. My hot take is I hope game good. And if Star Fox is a weird fucking design, it's like, not the first time. Not the first time. The G diffuser. Oh, right. That they all have like metal stompers. Like, adjust for the fact that yes, the high number of G's they're going through with the maneuvers they're pulling, it would like fuck up the circulatory systems. They had to like have like certain parts of their bodies amputated, be able to handle what they're doing. Expect some yiffing to happen. I mean, I'm sure there will also be Rule 34 things to enjoy. I'm sure there will be some curious things on the internet. We have that to enjoy too. I think all these things are likely. All and then some. Attack spin health instead of ammo. I think I might stick with Meatloaf. Piercing to enemies sounds neat. But I think that the small health, although I think the small health might truly be just 1 HP. So maybe better healing would be more effective across the board. They want a fox in space. Yeah. Which won't happen, but yeah, a fox in space is incredible. That's a very, very good fan project, and very, very good. And I'm happy that like more people know about it, because when it first dropped, it was kind of a bit of a niche one as far as YouTube is concerned. But I'm glad that it's been making the rounds. And people are becoming aware. Am I dead? I think I'm just dead. Yep. Missed the jump. Last save. Medicine Man. Not gonna fuck up the jump this time. Whoop. Bam. Is there anyone behind me? I thought maybe all the doors open, but just that one. Fox in Space is a very good YouTube channel. Very, very good animations. Yeah, extremely cool fan interpretation. Animation quality, incredible. Voice acting, just the storytelling. It's just fires on all pistons, man. Fires on all goddamn pistons. That alt fire to... Oh, but there's a cooldown. Cooldown to the alt fire. I don't know if I love that the alt fires have cooldowns. I love that. I mean, maybe they were kind of overpowered, but that's the thing, though, is like, they're overpowered, yes, but they burn through the ammo so quickly, so it's like a kind of a risk reward already. Having the cooldown feels a little bit unnecessary. Cooldown is like kind of an unnecessary speed bump when you already have other negatives to using them. I feel like that doesn't really equate to being a thing that really balances things, or introducing a balancing aspect that is really necessary. It fell in the lava. That's why I tried to do an alt fire on that one. So we have more to explore from the area we just kind of left. Fort. I do want to kind of explore back that way a bit, and I think I will do that real quick. There's something else before we continued. What's up here? Health and a door that is closed. My favorite. My favorite. Recanonized more than the actual... Yeah, yeah. Star Fox Command, though. Star Fox Command is an odd one, because I feel like... Now, granted, I haven't played it in a while. I haven't played Star Fox Command in a long time, so maybe I have rose-colored glasses here. But I always kind of felt that Star Fox Command maybe got too much of a bad rep. Star Fox Command has got some rough parts for sure, but I feel like there were things that it did that were interesting, and some of it even did kind of well. The on-foot sections were a little bit rough, like some control aspects were a little bit questionable. But I don't know, I kind of like Star Fox Assault, if not just because at least they were trying something different, and it wasn't just another reboot, another reimagining of Star Fox 64 or Star Fox 1. So I like it a lot. I like it a lot, but I'm not gonna like say that it's amazing or say that it's like, oh, it's a masterpiece. Like I get it's a little bit on the scrungy side, but I don't know. I think that's one of those where I want to go back and play it again and kind of see how it feels now, because I have memory of playing it and really enjoying it despite its flaws. I remember thinking like, you know, I'm having a really fun time, and like I get why people are saying bad things about it, but I'm having a fun, enjoyable time here. Ooh. It sounds so sad. Good, they should be sad. They're bad guys. I want them sad. Family dining scene. It's a good series. It's a very good one. Eat your fucking Fazoo. Wait. Random save. It saved as I was like mid-swing. Just fucking crushing that man's penis. Take all that. Now, was there anything else? Let's see. Well, we've done all that. Is there anything else up this way? By now... Kind of go up the way we came. I think what's different. Do I have the key now? I move this guy along. Because I don't think I have the key yet. I think the key was down there, wasn't it? This story bothers you? Oh, well, to be honest, I remember nothing about the story. Maybe that's why I like the game. Maybe that's why I like the game so much. Maybe my brain has insulated itself from the story. Is that it right there, maybe? I think it's up there, yeah. So maybe if I press this guy again, that raises that up. What I don't know... Oh, now I can go in there, because I couldn't go in there previously. Bam! Kind of a shame that so far all the weapons use the same ammo, but I bet that's about to change. Oh, come on, bro. That's about to change. Now I'm going down, baby. Oh. Just have to... Ow. Survive for a bit? I think I'm just surviving for a bit.
If I'm honest, I've had more heat from a curry.
Delicious. My brain has repressed the memories. Yeah, I remember nothing about the story. I remember, the gameplay being inventive and some control scheme aspects being a little bit weird. I remember the on-foot stuff in particular being a little bit wobbly, control-wise. Ranged alt instead of the melee alt. That'd be kind of cool. Attacks on cooldown, but doing so... Oh, it does damage. I definitely don't want that. I'm kind of curious about this one. Throw it. It can stun. Kind of neat. For the first enemy hit. That's kind of neat. Oh, he explodes and does big poison damage. Actually poisons you. We'll all be a motherfucker. Well, if you guys need me, I'll just be in the corner taking poison over time damage. Ugh. Ooh. Shortcut. Good. So we've already been here. I might take that health. That one right there. Right there. I think I'll take that. Bloop. On that blue key, but it's coming up. I do believe it is coming up. Then this one. Not that I've been here before. The new stuff. There's the blue fella. Of course, when I pick this up, something is going to happen. I'm going to go the opposite way for a moment. Over here. So the armors. I got excited. You do. I don't think there's anything over there. All right. I'm committing. Commit to the bit. Opens up. New weapon. Gatling gun, baby. Uses different weapon, or different ammo. We don't have a lot of ammo for it, though. 40. We're going to blow through that real quick. So I'm going to choose to use other stuff for a little bit. What I want to know is, how do I get that guy? There's something delicious over there. Muy delicioso. That fella. Maybe this will open on its own? I want it. I'm like pawing at the screen lustfully. Give me the juice. Give me the juicy, delicious ammo. Also, speaking of things that look delicious, I don't know if that is like a rocket launcher or something else, but yeah, it looks like something extra fancy schmancy. Or any sort of interaction points, any sort of switches. Sort of things that were previously unavailable. They're already, right? Yeah, we've done all this. Yeah, we've already done all this. Okay, let's just get the show on the road. Sometimes in games like this, the answer to how do you reach that secret is like a very particular rocket jumping or something that is like very much a high level kind of gameplay. I was never enough of a Quake gamer to be able to do the rocket jumps. Like I enjoy watching the speed runs, speed demos, archive, all that shit. I enjoy that kind of stuff, but nah, man, I'm not enough of a Quake god to be able to even have a chance. No, I'm a Quake enjoyer. By no means am I a Quake, like, badass. That's the thing, too. Like, sometimes I'll say, oh, yeah, I love Quake back in the day. Someone will be like, oh, hell yeah, man. Like, you know, let's install Quake Champions and we'll 1v1 me. And I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. When I say I like Quake, I mean I like playing the game. I don't mean I'm like a fucking, like sicko who actually, like, is good at the game. I'm just a chump who likes playing the single-player mode. I don't do, like, the fucking PvP shit. That's something else entirely. So now this is open. All right, so now... Secrets. Explosives. All right. You have my attention. You have my attention. Explosives. I like that word. Question is, how do I find that fancy weapon? But maybe there'll be another opportunity for that later. The button. Boop. Riding this puppy down. Riding the puppy. At least it moves past. Right, that's one thing I really appreciated it when it came to when it came to Star Fox Assault. It really took pains to do something different, which inevitably means that, you know, some people will take issue with that, and some people, you know, would prefer, you know, what they know. But I don't think that was the extent of what people didn't like. I don't think that's all it was. I think there were other things that people took issue with. Like, as if it was that simple where I could just say, oh, people don't like it just because it's different. Like, no, I think there were other valid complaints. But it does make me wonder if it's aged as badly as some of us think it is. And I can't help but wonder if maybe it's, you know, gets an overly negative rep. Or maybe to Aaron's point, maybe it doesn't get a bad enough rep. Maybe it needs a worse rep. I still have so much ammo for the shotgun and just baby ammo for the Gatling gun. And I'm sure this thing burns through ammo like it's nothing. I feel like I need to continue to save up for a little bit until I'm flush with that shit. Pop off with it. Yeah, finally. Yeah, that's the Quake equivalent of like, hey man, yeah, like install Quake Champions and let's play together. And by that, I mean, let's just do 1v1s. I mean, I enjoy arena shooter multiplayer back in the day. I enjoyed like Quake Live. I enjoyed, you know, like Red Faction, like those kinds of more arena shootery. I mean, I enjoyed Counter-Strike as well, where it's tactical and slow-paced, but I also like the fast-paced Unreal Tournament, that kind of stuff. But I was never any good at it. I just enjoyed, like, jumping on a server with 30 other players, like a mostly full server, and just getting into goofy hijinks and blowing shit up and getting my ass kicked mostly, but... And so I enjoyed those things. But I was never any good at it, and I definitely was never good to do, like the small-scale, like, 1v1 or 2v2 maps. Playing Quake for the story, yeah. I mean, the story is, you know, nothing to be... I don't think it's anything special, but I love the vibe of Quake 1 and its expansions. The kind of gothic, kind of Cthulhu, Lovecraft stuff. I love that kind of shit. And I like Quake 2 and I like Quake 3, but And I have actually played Quake 4. So, I mean, I like the sci-fi stuff, but I really love the original Quake. The plot is insane and not. Yeah, I mean, what is Quake's plot? I don't fucking know. You're in a fucking nightmare, and you go through the episodes, and you find a portal to hell, and then you kill things, and then you find another portal to mega hell, and you kill more things, and then super hell happens, and then you telefrag a interdimensional shambler or whatever, or no, whatever the boss was. So yeah, it's gobbledygook, and I couldn't tell you a damn thing about it other than portal to hell, shit's fucked. Another portal to hell, shit's more fucked. And it's very fun. I love it. Yeah. You know, let's try it out. It's actually not that quick of a shooter, of a gun. It's quick, but it's not like a bullet chomper. It's more of a bullet. I mean, it's a bullet eater. Not full chompies. If you could stand for a moment, I'll take care of you in just a moment here. Was there a dude behind me that whole time? Maybe a dude behind me just nibbling upon my penis. Small little nibbles. Alright, so we got 2 green boys. Which one do I take? They might be different. A spouse who introduces you to the concept of strogification. Strogification. Is that relating to Quake? The word strog feels familiar.
Something wicked this way comes.
There's anything about to come, it's gonna be this guy. Oh, can I throw? There we go. Got it. Frick, I had that. Stunned.
Oh, you're one ugly motherfucker.
Now we're probably gonna have more of those dudes as like a regular enemy, or at least a regularly occurring enemy. Kind of like the interdimensional shambler, where that was kind of a boss in Quake, but after a certain point, you just kind of start seeing them around. Maybe not like a regular enemy, but an elevated enemy that is not like hugely special designation. Also, spectral shovel. What that does? Big shovel. Aim at blue glowing surface. I can yank things towards me. Oh. Whoa. So now I have incentive to go back towards some of those areas that we saw previously. Where we saw that. I saw the red cross and I was like, what is this? Now I think I know. Finally starting to understand. Oh, well, fell in love. Go back. I'm dead. Not surprised. Pretty neat. Now, do I have to have the shovel out for it? No, I do not. I can do it anytime I want. Neato. Pretty cool. Once I get explosives, that's gonna go so fucking hard. Bam. Oh, in the lava. No, I don't wanna. No. Oh, scared. Oh, jeez. I got scared. Now, explosives will go very hard because when they're all clumped together like that, they're all clumpified, I want to explode the shit out of them with explosives. Oh. Yep. Still burning through ammo like... Well, actually not burning through ammo. Hoarding ammo for the shotgun like it's no one's business. Yeah, so strogification or strog is from Quake. Yeah, I couldn't tell you off the top of my head what that means, but I can say it does sound like something I've heard before. Either the name or topic of what strog would mean. It sounds like a Warhammer thing. I think of Nurgle. It sounds like something that would be relating to Nurgle in some way.
And this happens when you hold your farts in.
That's what happens. You'll explode and die. I mean, probably. Probably want to die. You'll probably feel not so good. Quake 4. Oh, okay. So actually, yeah, I never did play Quake 4. I played all the episodes of Quake 1. Of course, I played all the episodes of Quake 2 as well. Played a little bit of Quake 3. Of course, Quake 3 was primarily a multiplayer game. I didn't really do a whole lot of Quake 3. I played like Quake Live and Champions and a couple of the other ones that were more multiplayer centric, but as far as single player stuff, really love that shit. But yeah, never actually did get around to 4. I'm glad I looked. I'm glad I looked. More ammo, big health. Big health, big ammo. I love it. So one of those where it like slowly drains over time? It is. It is one of those that slowly drains over time. I had a sneaking, not so sneaking suspicion. So we gotta keep an eye out for potential spots to like gravitate ourselves upwards. Oop. Thought this is gonna open. I was waiting for that to open and for it to reveal itself. Oh. Get myself the suck. Stun you so I can take care of yo ass and make it become grass. Got an achievement for giving 100 enemies. What did I give them? Explode him and kill him? One of these guys. Ow. I stun you? Yeah. Take care of you real quick. But sure enough, yeah, not exactly like a boss enemy necessarily. More of just an elevated enemy that is, you know, requires special attention for sure. Like an archvile or something, where it's a big deal, but not like an, oh god, this is the end level. No, not that at all. Not that at all. The other stuff's... Zoop. Whoop. Again. Is there a cooldown for it, I guess? Yeah, there's a cooldown, I see. There we go. Now, if I had to guess, this will probably bring us back to the beginning. Maybe, because, yeah, we definitely... I mean, I guess... I don't know, maybe I could do, like, a whole bunch of backtracking. Like, a whole bunch of backtracking to get back to some of these areas. I can reach this secret. Oh, so we saw these from afar. And maybe, like, speedrunners or something could come up with a way to get through this area way early, like we were trying earlier. Maybe there's some kind of, like, fancy strat that my small hobbit-sized brain just couldn't fathom. Because anytime you have a level like this where you're kind of weaving throughout, kind of bobbing and weaving throughout and a sequence or a series of sequences that is... Like, you're kind of getting you're, like, catching glimpses of an area that you can't reach yet, but you can see it, and it's just barely out of reach. That's the kind of, like, sequence breaky shit that can get really interesting when it comes to, like, speedruns and that kind of thing. And, of course, when it comes to speedruns and that kind of shit, I mean, Quake was, like, the OG, let's be real. Woo! Quake was, like, the OG because it was because of Quake that Speed Demos Archive became a thing, which is kind of what turned into Games Done Quick, honestly. Well, maybe not turned into Games Done Quick, but it was a pivotal... like kickoff point or origin point for Games Done Quick. I want to waste a ton of time looking through this, but I'm looking for other places that we could jump to. There was at least one place I saw earlier, and I was like, what was that? What was that thing I was looking at? And it was the warp point. Being, yeah, it was right here. It was right here. And I see this stuff back there. I can suck myself to that, no problem. I thought maybe there was something to that. Nothing else really jumps out. Okay, in that case, let's just go back down then. No, just go back down. Learn about it, explain the concept of Gracie over a romantic candlelight dinner. I'm sure she would love it. I'm sure she would love it. Aaron, do you ever have moments where you're trying to describe a video game thing to Helen, and it's something you're excited to talk about, and the more you talk about it, you just watch the light fade from her eyes when you realize you're either describing something that's either very boring to her or just very fucked up, and you don't realize how fucked up it is until you've, like, committed to the bit. And you're like, well, I guess I might as well finish describing the concept, but boy, like, but man, this is gonna either bore the shit out of her or disturb the shit out of her or both. But it's like, but I'm gonna look foolish if I just stop talking. Like, I might as well just see this all the way through. Because me either. No, I never do that. No, I never bore Gracie with video game nerd talking that turns fucking cringe. I would never do exactly what I just described verbatim. I'm gonna save just because I don't know what's about to happen. Yeah, read safe. Yeah, please. Usually it's job stuff. Yeah, I would say that's accurate too. Job stuff is a valid comparison there. And you're probably like me, where you'll try to summarize it quickly. When you realize how boring it sounds, and let's be real, talking about job shit usually is pretty boring. Usually that kind of shit is kind of lame. So yeah, so like it's like if you'll try to like summarize it quickly, try to like just get the show on the road here. A nebulous tech job does that to people. Yeah, I understand. I was trying to describe that concept to my mom the other day. And by the other day, I mean last week when we were hanging out for Mother's Day. Because I don't know if your parents do this, Aaron. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 4. Yeah, understandable. Or for anybody in the chat, if you ever have this happen, where with your family members, or I don't know, just or family friends, anybody who's a little bit older than you are, anyone that's a generation or two older, if you ever have this thing where you haven't seen them in a while, and they ask the usual, hey, how you doing? How are things? How's your family? You know, how's your spouse? How's your blah 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 blah? And then it's, oh, how's work? And then you answer like probably how most of us do, and you say, that's fine, you know, work continues to be work, you know, who fucking cares? And then they continue to ask more about work, and they continue to ask more about work, and more pointed questions about work, and that's such a fascinating concept to them. And for people like us, again, maybe I'm projecting here, but for people like myself at least, work is such a boring fucking thing to talk about. I mean, my job is, just like Aaron's, a nebulous tech job that bores the shit out of most people, most normal humans. And I don't really want to talk about it. It's not that I'm like afraid to talk about it or it makes me uncomfortable. I don't give a fuck. I just don't think my job's very interesting, and I can't really present it in a way that makes it interesting. And I don't know, to me, work is just a means to an end. It'd be one thing if it was my passion, you know, if I was passionate about my job. And I think maybe what it comes down to is maybe it's like a generational thing. Maybe the next, like, you know, the older generations, to them, maybe work was like a very big deal. And, you know, like a thing of pride, like a thing they were proud of. And if that is the case, great. I'm envious of that. But I think for a lot of us, work is just a means to an end. It is to earn a living that can afford my lifestyle, and that's it. I don't fucking care. Like I'm not bothered when family members ask about it. Like, you know, I'll play the song and dance. Gracie knows there's kind of a thing with her family where they know that I'm a tech person, and not a lot of them on her family, this is not shaming anybody, but not a lot of them on her family are tech oriented. A lot of them are more into a lot of graphic designers in her family, a lot of artists, a lot of that kind of stuff. So not a lot of like people that really know computers that well beyond graphic design stuff. So they'll ask like, oh yeah, so especially the older folks, they will inevitably ask, so Alex, do you work from home a lot? And the answer is always, yes, I work from home all days of the week except for one day of the week, usually Thursdays. And it's usually a matter of like, when we get together with these family members, usually the older ones, it's like how many minutes will go by before one of them asks me, so Alex, do you work from home with your job? Like, it comes up every time. Every damn time. So it's kind of a recurring joke. But I don't know. It's something I've definitely noticed over the years. And again, I don't say this with any hate in my heart. If, you know, if in my family are listening in, this is not me saying, don't you dare ask about my job. Because I don't care. I don't care. I'll talk about whatever. But it's fascinating that I was describing to her when I hang out with Aaron, when I hang out with Gracie, when I hang out with, you know, friends and other like people around my age, we'd never ask each other about work. It's not that we don't care, Aaron. It's not that I don't care about your job, that kind of thing. Ooh, found this, by the way.
I wonder if the
But
ladies can play.
it's just not a thing we default to because we all understand it's boring. Who fucking cares? There was a talk I remember watching years ago at a work thing I was at, and he was saying how if you want to connect with people at your job, or like people at, maybe not at your job, but at a professional event. So say you're at a networking event. You're at one of these like networking shindigs. You're like kind of mingling with other tech people, other young professionals, or in my case, professionals. not young. I'm not a young professional anymore. By the way, I'm definitely lost. I'm just trying to find my way here. He was saying how the best way to kill the conversation is to ask them about their job, ask them about work, and you'll just watch the light fade from their eyes. You watch their enthusiasm turn to dust, their smile, their enthusiasm gone. However, he says if you want to like actually get some like inspired conversation, like you actually want to like bring life into the conversation, ask them about their hobbies, ask them about what they enjoy doing outside of work, and you're like, everybody will have a much better time. And I took that to heart, and I still fucking do. Still fucking do. So yeah, lesson learned is Alex is lost. I'm lost. I don't know where to go, and I'm scared. There's probably something else I'm supposed to use the suck ability. Maybe there's something else I'm supposed to suck, because we just got it here. We just got it here. Or I guess the room prior. And then we used it to open this area, I think. Or maybe it was the opposite. The loaded question. Thoughts on AI, right? Exactly. Yeah, that's come up a lot. That's come up a lot too, yeah. And that's, talk about a bummer of a conversation topic, right? Because Aaron, your response was probably like mine, which is, yeah, man, we're all miserable, we all hate it, and we're being forced to use it. And nobody likes it except the top brass. They love it. But most of us who fucking get it, we hate the AI shit. We hate that we're forced to use it. We hate that it's gonna make people like lose their jobs. And there's nothing we can do about it. And it's just this forced inevitability. And life is pain and existence is futile. And Gamertech, thank you for the raid. We're having a happy conversation. What's up, buddy? We're playing Gravelord. This game is very cool, despite me being lost right now. I'm a little bit lost. Is there a map? This map. I can look at my stuff. There's number of kills. So we're definitely almost done with the game. We just got a cool ability. Check this out. See these little portals? Suck. I can give myself a suck. No, it's a cool little game. I like this. It's a cool little boomer shooter. Retro revival kind of shooter. It's very good. It's very good. And in fact, it's been in early access for quite some time now, but it just had its 1.0 release today. Today it has had its 1.0 release. It's a good time. We got Corky. What's up, Corky? Good to see you, bud. Yeah, this game is pretty neat. I'm liking it a lot so far, even though I'm a little bit on the lost side. Maybe I'm supposed to go back up. I started to go up, and then I changed my mind. Whomst? Dost thou exist, a rapscallion? Yes, I think we found where we're supposed to go. I think I'm supposed to warp up this way. There we go. So we're making progress, baby. If you found bad guys, that means you've made progress. Opposition means progress, which I guess you could maybe turn that into some kind of political statement. But anyway, up. We're going up east. Ow. Yeah, it's a pretty cool little retro revival shooter. Uh-oh. Let's see, am I hacked? I'm not hacked. Okay, good. Pretty neat. I'm liking it so far. Oh no! And it's very quick. It's like kind of like Quake. If you ever played Quake back in the day, less Doom, more Quake is how this game feels. It's very good. Ah! Oh, I saw it. I saw the suck. Woo! Blast the ass. There's still not a ton of ammo for that thing. How's about this? I'm pretty sure this is going to lead to the exit.
Ever considered a career as a Halloween decoration?
All right. Put a pin on that. I think there might have been something else back this way I want to check real quick, because it might be a cool little secret. I'm going to drop back down with purpose. I promise I'm going somewhere with this. Can't forget the toxic fumes. Gamertech, thank you for that raid. And if there's any clips you want to share, by the way, bud, you've heard my spiel so many times. Gamertech, you're always so kind to me, man. So good with the raids. You're so generous. If there's anything you want to share with us, I'm always down, man. I'm always down. Yeah, I'm a realtor, and I'm showing you the same room over and over again because we're getting lost in this house that I've been to maybe once, and the person I'm showing the house to has never been to. So it's the blind leading the blind. I mean, maybe they're blonde. The blind leading the blind. I'm like getting us turned around constantly, showing the same room over and over. I'm taking like pained efforts to, let's try this left turn. Let's try this direction instead. And each time I keep ending up in the same goddamn place, becoming more and more perplexed and bamboozled as time goes on. Yeah, too fucking real, man. Too fucking real. Something. The hell's shining there? I thought there was like something that I saw that caught my eyeballs. One or more of my eyeballs. I thought there was something else that I saw like another path leading up and I got excited. Wasn't that one, and this is the one that took us to actual progress. This one here? Isn't that one here? Okay. So I thought there was one other path that caught my eye that was going to maybe have secrets, and I got excited. It did not have secrets. No excitement was felt. Zero enthusiasm. No. There's nothing else to be seen here. Go ahead and get this, the ending. Almost fell. Ending to this level here, which has been a cool level, but kind of a long one because my slow ass. Be this way. I appreciate you hanging out with us, Quirky. I appreciate you popping in. It's good to see you. Gamertech needs the foodsies. There you go, man. There you go. If there's anything else here, but I think we're in pretty good shape. Plenty of stuff there. Got big armor. Big armor. Huge armor. We about to fight something big. Is this quad damage? This might be quad damage. What's this gonna be? What's this gonna be? Let's jump back into the games, and we're about to do something with a lot of bad guys. I bet there's gonna be a big combat area. I'm gonna guess that's quad damage. This game's equivalent.
Fury. Unstoppable.
We're a furry now? We were talking about the new Star Fox design. A whole lot of these guys, which we kill very quickly now. Oh, a whole bunch of these guys. And I insta-give the shit out of them. I should lower the sound effects. I'm going to lower the sound effects a little bit, because the music is actually pretty reasonable. Well, maybe a teensy bit lower. Sound effects, lower them quite a bit. Apply, yes. I mean, it makes sense, of course, that the music would be nice and loud. Or the sound effects would be nice and loud. By default, at least. Oh, rats. Oh, rats. Is there more? Yeah, just a few more. Hold. This fucking dude. This fucking guy. Something else trying to get me earlier. Smack. Smack. Yep, there we go. Little fellas, just tiny little dudes. Ready to leave. All right. Staircase to the end of the level. There we go. There we go, man. Now, but thank you, though, Gamertech. That was nice of you, man. Are there other games you plan on streaming over the next couple days, or like say over the weekend? We got weekend coming in hot, man. Tomorrow's Friday. We're almost there. Almost made it, man. Almost survived through the whole damn thing. Despite the universe's best efforts. Just about made it, dudes. Dudes and dudettes. To quickly get up there to get the health. Which we're already at full health, which is great. I'll take the shields. One other shield thingy, I think. Lots of health. What else I can take with me? Nope. Let's jump on out of here. Woo! Second level complete. E1, M2, baby. Medium difficulty, killed all but one dude. 4 secrets is actually not bad. At least for me, for my first time through in a game like this. I'm frequently oblivious to finding secrets and such. No, I'm liking this game a lot. It's very good. If you're an enjoyer of boomer shooters, if you're an enjoyer of Quake, old school retro revival kinds of games, kind of shooty pooty games, it's neat. It's neat. Gonna slowly walk towards me. What do you guys do? Just do melee attack? You don't have a head.
Of corpse.
Of course, I love it. No head, so no headshots for these guys. But again, I don't think there's like location damage for bad guys in this game. At least I've not noticed if there is. Blip. I fall over. Blip. Slinking down, looking sad. Oh. Hello? Once again, I think that's the thing where they give us a pistol at the very start. And it's like, well, by this point, we would have absolutely found pistols, obviously. I think the idea, though, is that they set that up as an opportunity where if you wanted to do a neutral start, where you start with just the bare minimum, and the bare minimum in this game would be just the shovel. Just the shovel and 100 health, and that's it. Gate opens. The gate that was closed, apparently. I'll be further up ahead. Anything else? No, sir. No, sir. Shotgun guy to the left, and new fella just dropped. Melee guy, ow. You know what? Stun you.
Anger management would do wonders here.
Oh, I thought that was a bad guy. Very convincing statue. Move him in a direction. I'm gonna have him face that guy. Probably a greater puzzle thing I need to keep an eye out for. Is probably more where that came from. Gotta keep an eye out for more spectral shovel opportunities to like teleport myself up. Or where that came from, I do believe. Ladder here? No. Oh, well, it's kind of a ladder. I don't think it is, though. Mortal Kombat map? Yeah. Yeah, I would say so. Upgrade? So that's the upgrade. Or that would give us the upgrade if we didn't already have it. But we, of course, do already have it now. Slowly opens. Yep, it's slowly opening. There's motherfuckers out here. Else can I make that jump? Nope. Thinking this is like a ladder. I keep also looking. It's a little bit of a dark game, thematically, but also literally. Actually, it's not really dark thematically. It's more cartoonish. But I keep reaching for a flashlight button that does not exist. Keep trying to pay respects with the F button. Ooh. I keep seeing the ring of bullets for the Gatling gun. I keep thinking it's like a giant coin, like the giant disc. It's like a giant Mario coin. It's like a giant disc. It's got like the yellow and the gold kind of hue to it. At first thought is, oh boy, coin. That means money, which is good. Which was, of course, the whole design idea. When Miyamoto and a bunch of the other Nintendo guys, so like the OG Nintendo dudes from back in the day, when they were designing the Mario games, they were like, well, we need to like have some kind of thing to guide the player along. What's the thing that is a positive thing that everybody loves that does not need any sort of translation to explain its significance? Oh, right, money. And they were right. They were absolutely right. We're so real for this. Surprised there were just the dudes' heads instead of their actual bodies floating about. Now we have a pretty good amount of this fancy stuff. Yes, yes. Yep. Keep looking over at that. I'm thinking, can I make that jump? Maybe I can, maybe I can't. Whoop! Not quite, not quite. Back up. Be more dudes where that came from. Yeah, more Tomb Raider, he says. Build your own loot by 4 chests and assembling it. Wait, hold on. To build your own loot. 4 chests and assembling it. In Tomb Raider, that is? I guess it's like part of the, like, just the main story, the main quest. I'm such a fake gamer. I've actually never played a Tomb Raider game before. Can you believe that? I've never played the OG. Never played any of the original ones or the newer ones. Or like the middle era, like PS2, PS3 era games. Never played a single Tomb Raider game. So, it's a series that I've neglected for many a long year. And at some point, I think it would be good. It would behoove me, I think, to go back and play through some of those games. You know, we, of course, played through these Soul Reaver games recently. Not all of them, but played through well, actually, that's not true. We did play through all the Soul Reaver games, but not all the Legacy of Kain games. Legacy of Kain spans a whole lot, so I haven't seen everything. But we've done a whole bunch of them. And Legacy of Kain, like the remastered games, they were all published by Crystal Dynamics and Aspyr. Or I guess they were developed by Crystal Dynamics and, like, Saber Interactive, but published by Aspyr, which... that's kind of been their thing lately. They've been doing a lot of those kind of remaster projects. But originally, a lot of those PS1, PS2 games were published by Eidos, and I'm pretty sure Eidos were also the publishers for some of those early Tomb Raider games. Can I smack multiple dudes simultaneously? Definitely shoot shotgun multiple dudes. Definitely do that part. Series I really ought to play, and as an enjoyer of old school jank games, I kind of want to start with the originals, although I've heard that the originals have not aged perfectly for everybody. I've heard some people say, like, man, like, even people my age, that tried them back in the day. I know a couple folks that bounced off of the original Tomb Raider games because it was just a bit not quite their cup of tea. But then I know other people that played the shit out of them, so I gotta try for myself someday. Where we first came from, there was a third path. Was it this one? Oh, here we go. That leads to the secret. And some ratos. Alright, shovel attacks too. That's what we have right now. So more ammo picked up. More rat fellas. The more ammo picked out thing sounds neat. You know, in all fairness, the shovel attack thing is neat. But I'm not attacking with the shovel that much. I guess it can be useful if I'm getting, like, low on health. I think more ammo sounds nice, though. That's like a you know, the other one's kind of a desperation move. This one, though, is the thing that'll always help us. I've been here before, or is this a secret? Secret. Hey, we'll take it. Yeah, I don't think Eidos Interactive is around anymore. I think that is a publisher from yesteryear that is no longer around. And of course, those IPs have since been picked up by other folks, which is good. But yeah, I've seen that name Eidos Interactive, and it's like, ah, yes, this recalls from the simpler times, the before times. Hit his ass. There we go. Barrel. I thought maybe there's gonna be something there. Sometimes the barrels, you explode them, they'll actually give you something, or they'll reveal a new path. Tier 2 card, Frostbite, giving slows and deals damage to other dudes nearby. All attacks recharge faster. That sounds neat. So I could fire a lot quicker. That sounds kind of cool too, though, honestly. The thing is, of course, we're not... We do gibbing on a fairly regular basis. We'll do it a lot more once we find a rocket launcher, obviously. Faster firing. Tempting. Tempting. I'm kind of vibing with that. Do I feel the difference? Maybe I do. Maybe it's confirmation bias. I mean, for sure, like, that stuff recharges faster, obviously, which is all well and good. Eventually, we're gonna get into that guy with the key specifically, so I can do big damage, big damage. Climb the ladder up. Before I commit to that, was there anything else in this area before we begin to ascend? It's a blinky fella. That's a gotta walk up and press the button. Blinky fella, not a shooty kind of blinky fella. Magenta key. Here's where he blew up that barrel, and I got excited, but nothing there. I got excited and I exploded the barrel prematurely. No shame about a premature barrel explosion. It happens to the best of us. Yeah. I'm gonna get really excited when we get the rocket launcher, because I do love a good rocket launcher in a game like this. In my heart of hearts, I was saying how much I'm very much a Quake guy. Or at least more of a Quake guy than I am a Doom guy. And that's correct. At least, like, original Doom. I've not played new Doom, but I've definitely played original Doom a lot. Played original Quake a lot. But I'll tell you when it comes to, like, OG boomer shooters go, I'll tell you the series that really captured my penis was Serious Sam. And I know that's kind of a weird choice, because Serious Sam was kind of like almost like a lampoon of arena shooters. Not quite as much as Duke Nukem. Duke Nukem was like a different kind of lampooning, I think. Because Duke Nukem, like, his whole shtick, of course, was like, you know, kind of misogynistic, kind of, and not really an anti-hero, but like, it's hard to take him seriously. And Serious Sam, well, it's in the name. Of course you take him seriously. No, I'm kidding. I mean, it's... I guess you laugh at those games, or like they're lampooning different things in different ways, I guess is what I'm kind of getting. Serious Sam, the outlandishness was the level design, and the kind of weapons you get, and the monsters you fight, and the boss battles. and how huge the games are, how huge the arenas are. Just the game is so over the top. Duke Nukem, I don't really ever... now, granted, I haven't played a lot of those games. I played a little bit of Duke 3D, never beat it. Never actually beat it, but, like, seen what I think was a little bit of it, at least. Maybe a little bit, enough to get the kind of the general vibe. And I was like, well, this game is solid. It's like a solid FPS with, like, yeah, a protagonist that's kind of a piece of shit, but, like, that's kind of the whole point. Again, not to take it very seriously. There's, like, a teleport thing. Yeah, can I go through there? Go around? I could go around it. Do it. Oh, you don't have it. Oh, you don't start the level with it. You gotta find it in each level. Gotta find it in each level. So anyway, yeah, just to complete the thought. Serious Sam, the absurdity is, yeah, just with, like, the design of each level. And I loved it. I loved those games back in the day. I'd fucking devoured them. So anything that kind of reminds me of Serious Sam, like, that's a clear right there. That attack pattern, that's a clear attack right there. So the Quake-isms of this game make me happy, but there are some Serious Sam-isms that also make me very happy to see. Happy to see him. Yeah, I don't have the spectral shit. Excuse me. We've seen 2 doors, or 2 keys that yeah, 2 doors that require different kinds of keys. Ow. Yeah. Oh, gee. It's like Spectral Batfell is a bit of a menace. A public menace. Public menace, also a private menace. Come over here. I want to stand right, like right here. Stand right here. I want you to come over right here. Go by the barrel. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Over here, over here. A little bit closer, a little bit closer. Yeah, good enough. There we go. Not too bad.
This is what happens when a deer gets too horny.
It's more antlery, excuse me. Actually, it's called an antlers, actually. Pushes up glasses. Actually. Shotgun? Ooh. Strong piercings? Oh my, you weren't kidding. You ain't just whistling Dixie there, brother. Oh, right, the recoil, though. Or the recharge. Pretty cool. I like that a lot. Yeah, I like that a lot. And, of course, that's something that does persist. Something that does persist in between levels. But the... yeah, but the Spectral Shovel, that is a level-specific thingy. The slight bummer. No, so we want to go that way next. Health. Potentially makes sense, though, because... I guess giving that as a level-specific power-up, a level-specific ability, does kind of, like, simplify kinds of hijinks you can pull off with the teleport ability. Because, yeah, I guess if you started the level with it, then they'd have to get potentially a lot more tricksy with their placement. The placement of, like, the warpable portals and whatnot. So I can see levels getting, like, really complex, perhaps even unnecessarily complex with that added in. So maybe it's for the best. Kind of put the dampener on how weird things can get. There's the purple... oh, that's not the purple key. That is that's a card. Shoot 'em? No, shot 'em. Places the shovel totem and zaps them. I don't know, I kind of like the stun one. Force enemies to attack the enemy you hit. That's kind of cute, actually. That's actually kind of really cool. The stun one is neat. And, of course, the stun one, I think, well, you know what? It probably doesn't work on bosses. Let's be real. Let's do the blame. Let's do the blame game. I like that. There's some melee fellow. Oh, wait. Get grabbed. Getting grabbed, and there's some ghoulies. Homeboy just kind of left me alone. Bam. Not too bad, not too bad. Shotgun's still kind of our default weapon here. No blue key for us. Is that the third one? I know we saw... yeah, we saw magenta and I think yellow or gold key. But also blue key, so 3 key colors. That's to find. Not a thing I can shoot. Is that a shootable thing? Nah. I think if it's blinking, then it's shootable. Seems like a great place for dudes to rise out of the ground. Cowardly ghoul hides his face. Move him to the wall. That it? Cowardly ghoul hides his face. Now, whether that is sufficient, maybe I need to go back and do the same thing for the other one we saw kind of in that town square area. If there's like a wall I can kind of face him up against. Maybe. What's up, Aleph? Oh, by the way, Aleph, we were talking about music yesterday. You were asking me for music recommendations. I misspoke. The name of the band I mentioned, it's not Rat King. The name of the band is Castle Rat. Castle Rat's the name of the band. And what threw me is because the singer is frequently referred to as the Rat Queen. So I was getting like her name, her stage name conflated. So Castle Rat is the name of the band I was trying to think of the other day. And by other day, I mean yesterday. So if you're an enjoyer of Ghost and that kind of like Scooby-Doo horror metal, it's they're pretty good. They're pretty good. And their stage costumes are hilarious and goofy and over the top. It's a pretty cool band. Can I just shoot? Oh. It's that simple. Ah. Shoot the walls down. It's that simple. Probably could have just hit it with the shovel instead. Yeah, Castle Rat. Yeah. Yo, you're all with their social media managers? That's awesome. So you literally know that, well, maybe not the band, but you know them probably better than I do, honestly. The singer is pretty. She is a pretty lady. She's a pretty lady, and the costume is generous. It is a generous costume. But, you know, I mean, honestly, I even think the music is good. I like the music. The same way that I like Ghost's music, but also their costumes are incredible and hilarious and goofy as all get up. But Ghost does not have boobs, so there you go. Therefore, Castle Rat is superior in all ways. I'm gonna guess that I think that was where the key was, so maybe it like popped the key up top. Let's get back up top and see if we can get to the goods. And of course, yeah, Aleph, since you work at a pretty like popular and well-known venue, you probably have like you're probably like more in tuned with. Yeah, with like certain bands or certain, like you said, like certain like you know this band's social media manager or like a
funeral.
You know, like companies that help manage these kinds of entertainment artists, that kind of thing. Production companies and stage design companies, all that kind of thing. I know there's a lot of I should have used the other thing. Bam. Poison. There's no one else to attack. Yeah. Yeah, all like the different pieces, all the different pieces that like kind of flow into a into making concerts happen, and all the multi-disciplines. So weird with my keyboard here. I think like one of my keyboard buttons is kind of going on the fritz because right now my D key is being a little bit weird. My D is not always functioning correctly. My D seems to be slightly diminished. Now it's okay. I was like, I could go left, I could go up, I could go down, but I couldn't. But I was like, I have a hard time going right. I was like a NASCAR driver. I could only turn left for a minute there. Booties. Jump boots. Can I do double jump? Oh, double jump. There's more booties eventually. 3 statues are the key for the gold fella. I wonder if the double jump is only for this one level. Let's see, each pair of boots gives you 1 more jump. No, that is pretty cool though, Aleph. No, yeah, I imagine there's probably like a lot to those kinds of things that go behind the scenes, not just the artists, but you know, stage managers and pyrotechnics and like all these kinds of things that go behind making a concert happen, making a tour happen, no less, for some of these artists. It's a whole ass thing, man. Whole ass goddamn thing. Here, can I force him to attack you? I can and I will. Infighting. Love to see it. Definitely gonna try to use this more often. Especially if there's like one big guy, all the little guys can swarm. Get their asses. Saved. Open the door. Shortcut. Yeah. Oh, the purple. It's like a poison effect almost. Ow. That does hurt them as well, but the main thing, of course, is the curse that you apply that forces bad guys to attack them. Oh, shit. Fuck is you. Shoots grenades? Oh, yeah, he's like, yeah, with the grenade launcher chainsaw guys from Quake.
Big cannon, big ego, and now a big grave.
And he's big dead. Gotta use this double jump to get you other cool things. The first time we found explosives. Fuck him up. Fuck him up. Yeah, get his ass. We found these explosives pretty often, but I do wonder what it's all gonna be about. Any dudes want to attack this guy? Ow, ow, ow. Oh, God, I gotta buy every single one. Okay. Kind of low on health myself. Oh, oh, fuck! I just took that shit on the fucking chin. Thump, thump, thump. Want these guys to see each other, so that guy can get fucking blasted by the other dude. But I don't think it's gonna happen. I'll have to take his ass out. My own damn self. Pretty low on ammo for that thing, unfortunately. No. I wonder if he can damage himself. I'm sure he can. I'm trying to bait him into, like, shooting like that. Again, do it. I'm starting to think he doesn't take his own damage, so I'll just fuck him up myself. I'm low on health and it's scary. That'll help, though. That makes it less scary. More green, which means armor, which is good. Probably jump up there. Ooh, that's very, very purple. Very purple blue. Blurple. A double jump, but I can't quite reach that one just yet. Maybe from here? Hoop, hoop. Not quite, not quite. Excuse me. Explosives, but we've yet to find the thing that we can feed into the explosives. Get up on her. Something behind there. Oh, it can just jump over. Hey, there we go. Secret. Beautiful. Yeah, I hope my when I was acknowledging that my keyboard is being a little fucky. It'd be a shame if I had to replace my keyboard. Now, I do have an extra keyboard. I do have a backup. That wouldn't be the end of the world. It'd be a little bit annoying. Yeah, like right now, I can't move to the right. There we go. Yeah, so it's like a little bit squirrely. Shame because I like this keyboard a lot. It's a Logitech, what is it? Like Orion, I think? Orion something something. Not wireless. It's very much a wired keyboard, which is kind of how I prefer it. Wireless keyboards seem... They seem neat. They seem like a neat, kind of nice to have, but I don't know, man. Like my keyboard just sits in one place. I don't need it to be wireless. If it was wireless, I just have to like plug it in every so often. Or honestly, I would just leave it plugged in. I would never take it off the plug. So, I mean, it sounds neat. Like, it sounds like a nice kind of benefit. And I guess, you know, it kind of removes some of the clutter on the desk, which is, you know, an alright kind of bonus. Yeah, like right now. There we go. Yeah, so it's weird because I've had periods of time where I felt it, where I've been playing a first-person shooter, and I would kind of notice that, yeah, like, certain keys would sometimes be a little bit squirrely. But I haven't had this happen in, like, several months. It's been, like, 6 or so months since I last noticed something like this. Feeling kind of wobbly. Feeling kind of inconsistent. Those to disable them. A little bit hard to see. A little bit far away. Oop, oop. A little closer to the asses. Is it the Orion Spark? I remember what like the other name of it was. What is it? It was like, I want to say it was Orion something. I can't quite remember. But yeah, if it's like a wireless Bluetooth thing, there might be some latency, which I definitely wouldn't want. I mean, it's probably not something you would notice too much if you're somebody like me who doesn't like doesn't require like, you know, super big precision for the games that I play. And like, you know, I'm not some like, you know, pro gamer who is playing like really hardcore FPSs that require like very precise inputs. I'm just some fucking dude. But yeah, if my goal is to have greater precision, or maybe not greater precision, but if I'm looking for benefits to a wireless keyboard, I feel like the negatives would outweigh the benefits in most cases. Honestly, I expect some dudes to happen. Some dudes are happening. That alt fire is really cool. I gotta use that more often. Very satisfying. G910. Did you like it, Gamertech, or did it also give you problems after some time? Because I have had this thing for like, oh gosh, I've probably had it for about probably 3 or 4 years now, which is pretty good. Grenade launcher. Oh, I'm such a dumbass. I've had a grenade launcher this whole time. I picked it up and forgot all about it because we found it in an area where there was like no bad guys. So I had no reason to use it. But now I have all the reason to use it and explode my own penis along the way. Was the alt fire? Oh, it's a triple shot. Oh, baby, a triple. Bloodthirsty. Wait, the bloodthirsty berserker quenches his thirst. How do I quench you? Do I dip you in blood? I mean, I killed the other dudes. There's blood on the floor. Is that enough? Oh, maybe... Ah, I see. Satisfy him. He loves the blood skis. The roamer keys can become less reliable. The blurred. So roamer is like the is that like the name of like the keycaps they use or something? The, you know, cherry reds or whatever they are. Like if that's like the name of their proprietary whatchamacallums for the keys, like the actual like switches. The keyboards with the usual layout and working macro keys. I mean, I'll say this much. So the kinds of keyboards I've used in the past like 15 years have been shitty Walmart $10 keyboard with like what's it called, like the squishy membrane, like not mechanical but just like boring ass membrane keyboard. Cost $10, shitty ass keyboard from Walmart. I've had Razer keyboard. I can't remember what it was called, but it was like in 2012. And then I've had this one. And the Walmart shitty one lasted... Actually, it's not that it stopped lasting. I still have it. It still works just fine. I just wanted a fancy keyboard, because I wanted to feel like a real gamer. I want to feel like a big, cool, strong gamer with big penis. And that's why I replaced the Walmart one, which I still have. And the Razer one lasted for less than a year before individual keys just straight up died. You know, this one, like, I've had a couple times where, like, maybe a key or two starts feeling a little bit weird sometimes, but it's not a constant issue. But yeah, the Razer one, like, in, like, 6 months, I had individual keys just stopped working entirely. I was like, wow, that sucks. And then I, like, did some digging. I, like, looked to see, like, is this a common problem? And it was apparently an extremely common problem. I had gotten the keyboard on, like, crazy discount. That's clearly why, obviously. Profile bouncing boys. That's exciting. So I'm not gonna like shit on Razer and be like they're all garbage. I'm sure that some of their products are fine, but like, man, I've had very bad luck with their keyboards apparently. I think I had a Razer mouse back in the day that lasted a lot longer. In fact, I think I might even still have that one. It's back up. Some of the stuff is probably okay. Yeah, so it's what they used to call their proprietary switches. That's neat. Feel much better about having more health now. What else have I done? I feel like I've been kind of bouncing around this whole area a bunch. I think I need to get back to this the starting area because I think the starting area had a fella. I can move around. I can get back to that spot. Ooh, excuse me. I didn't see like a sign that pointed which direction he needed to face. But it would not shock me if that's what I need to find here. This is where I ultimately need to return to. I want to go back to the starting areas. Mechanicals with cheap Amazon stuff. But yeah, the high-end stuff is expensive. The high-end stuff is extremely expensive. I mean, this one that I'm using right now, I think I got like on a somewhat discount, probably like a Black Friday sale or something like that. I think I want to say I spent like $80 on this keyboard, which is a lot of money. You know, the shitty Walmart keyboard that was a boring ass just mesh membrane keyboard or whatever you want to call it. That again, I got it on the cheap, and I think I got it because I was going to a LAN party that day, and I realized my Razer keyboard had just truly become unusable, and I was like, well, I need something. So it was kind of a temporary holdover. It ended up lasting for like 10 plus years, and it still works fine. You know, no complaints there. I mean, it's cheap, but it works. So, you know, you use a $10 keyboard for years and years, then you drop 80 bones on a keyboard that, yeah, it's neat. You know, it feels good. The clickety clacks are satisfying. You know, have I gotten $80 worth of enjoyment out of it? I mean, maybe. I don't know. I'm not exactly a stickler. I know some people where they're like, you know, they have like their very particular kind of keyboard they like to use, and then if they use something else, it's like, oh, I can't fucking do it, man. I need the good, satisfying clickety clacks. And I'm not here to like shit on that, obviously, but I don't know if I care enough necessarily. I mean, I'm definitely not a high performance gamer. I'm not doing esports. I'm not doing like the fancy schmancy stuff. So I don't need like incredible precision. I don't need high performance stuff. And honestly, what does even high performance look like when, you know, half the time these things need the keycaps being replaced, or you know, the fact that Logitech, which is I think a pretty reputable brand, and Razer, definitely a reputable brand, appear to be having quality assurance issues based on the recurring problems I've heard about other people having issues with their stuff too. Not this way. So I don't know. When this one inevitably kicks the bucket, I do have one backup keyboard, not the shitty one, but it was actually one I got from Extra Life as one of those donation incentives or fundraising incentives. It was like an Extra Life keyboard, and I've kind of kept that on the back burner, fully well knowing that this keyboard is eventually going to go on the way out. And when that happens, then yeah, let's go back up. Then I'll dip into the extra one that I have. So that one's ready to go at a moment's notice. And I think that's a mechanical as well. I don't know what kind. I didn't think to look, but this just wraps back around, I think, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Get back to our starting area. I get here to begin with. Can't remember. I think that's where I need to go ultimately. Unless there's a third statue we can find around here. Here's the one facing the wall. Right, hides his face. Was there one on this side? It'd be nice if there was a map. Is there a map here? M button does nothing. Collectibles. Loadout. Yeah, I don't think we have a map right now. There. I tried shooting that already. Can't teleport up just yet. Ending up in this same room, and I can jump out this way until I'm blue in the face. Unfortunately, I'm not sure where to go next, but I think I need to go back to the starting area because I couldn't figure out in the starting area where the statue was supposed to be facing. I don't think there was like a hint. There were hint little signs next to the statue. The two other statues we just saw. That way in a second here, yeah. But this just leads back to that same area, doesn't it? I'm just going to the same areas over and over again. Let's follow this. Here. This might be it. Is this what I'm looking for? The bloodthirsty boy. Now we're up top. Yeah, Unless there was a third statue around here somewhere that I just missed. Entirely possible. Oh, there's some bad guys. That's a good sign. So this area I've not been to. Okay, so before I go down that way, is there anything else up here then? Okay, I think I just missed that one corridor, and that was the cause of my troubles. Bro, where'd you come from? Been down that way. Sorry, so somehow I just missed that whole ass area. That whole ass area, but not that asshole area. You guys have a lot of health. 3 grenades take those fuckers out. Does stun them, which is kind of cool. Oh, good for that case. He probably got splash damage from that other guy earlier. Grab that. Health, because I did take some dams. It says wounding makes good quality keyboards, but not macro key layouts. I'm gonna ask a really dumb question. When you say macro key layouts, does that mean stuff where you can like using, I'm not sure if it's driver software or something, but you're able to like program in like, oh hey, when I press this one button, do several other inputs, like you can program like little macros in to the keyboard? Because to be honest, I don't know if this keyboard has that functionality. I've never had any need for it.
Helmet. Raid your Grand Garden for that.
I've never had any need for that, for setting up that kind of thing. But it's entirely possible this keyboard might have that functionality, and I've just never bothered to try it. Push to talk is good for that. I'm gonna say something really stupid. I just use the caps lock key for my push to talk. That's my universal push to talk button. Just because it has such a weird placement on the keyboard as like a very valuable piece of real estate. It's so close to the pinky, and it's always there. And I never actually care about like using all caps. I never use it for its intended purpose. Use it for that purpose, but to your point, yeah, if, like maybe if you were playing it, like if there was some other key that would make more sense for that, some other combination that would make more sense for that. Oh, jeez. Yeah, maybe that's where where like something else for push to talk would be kind of more preferred. Hop around the corner. He's dead. Use every single key. Oh wow. So yeah, like even the like the forbidden function key. Maybe I shouldn't say forbidden, but the bonus function keys. Yeah. I kind of forgot that. Yeah, that there is at least some, I guess, some game support. Yeah, like I'm not sure if it's a native Windows thing or what, but yeah, that there are some games that do have native support for, or beyond the standard 12 function keys. Whoop. All right, double jump. What am I doing? Yeah, every single key. That's impressive. I mean, I guess it depends on the games you're playing, because in my case, I don't play games that really require that many keys generally. I mean, some can be a little bit more complex than others for sure. Like this one's a good example. This one's real simple. This one has like, of course, you know, the obvious WASD, shoot. There's an alt fire button. There's a couple of menu buttons. You know, one brings up the collectibles, one brings up the zappy zaps. Why are there zappy zaps? Shooting fish in a barrel. Ow.
Fuck this one fish in particular.
Brutal. But yeah, this one's like pretty simple in the grand scheme of things. But yeah, if you're playing like Stellaris or like, you know, some really impressive like tactics games or like strategy games that can have a lot more menus and a lot more shortcuts to memorize, you have to get a little bit freakier with it. Or it's in your best interest to get freakier with it. Things in my best interest. This way. Here we go. I'm never enthusiastic. Here we go. I'm never enthusiastic to find... Yeah, to do like the swimming controls for a first-person shooter. I don't think I dread necessarily, but it's never a thing I look forward to. Game no different. Swimming in a first-person shooter. I'll say this much. Swimming in a first-person shooter, not my favorite, but I would do that 1,000 times. Oh no, I would do platforming in a a first-person shooter a million times before I have to do swimming. And I know some folks feel the opposite. Some folks are loath to do the platforming and an FPS, but yeah, for me, swimming stuff is more of an annoyance. And I guess swimming is kind of like adjacent to platforming for some games, at least. Hey, I got him. I wasn't sure it was gonna work. It's cute. Cute the way that worked out. I want that one. Yeah. Get his ass. He does drop explosives. I was gonna say it'd be a shame if he didn't drop explosives when you kill him. Exactly what he gives you. Ooh. That's a teleport fella. I might need to go there next. Teleport through, like, barriers? That'd be kind of neat. I was gonna say, it's such a delicious combination of all the dudes standing in one place like that. It lends itself so decadently. Delicious, decadent destruction. Deliberately. So, a couple options. This area over here looks like it's probably the way we're supposed to go. And being a good boy who follows the directions and follows all the rules, you know, that's one thing. That's one thing, I suppose. But going the opposite and breaking said rules. Explosives and some other cool thing. I'm guessing that was an ammo type we've yet to find, maybe. Alright, dangle on the chandelier. Can I think I have to just huff it. Whoop. Yep. Back this way. It was over her. Woo. Was the one that was the explosive bullets, or it was the ricochet bullets? It was this guy, yeah, the bouncy boys. Does it cost more? It does cost more. Yeah. Its save is powerful. At a cost. Comes at a cost. Me too on my OnlyFans. Just kidding, that shit's free. Boom. I'm gonna move back. I'm scared. Whoa! Kill himself. Sadly, no.
So much for Big Daddy.
That's you can call me on my website. I'm just kidding. I keep joking about like starting a, you know, a special website. Yeah, I keep making that joke, but if I keep joking about it, someone's gonna take it out of context and take me seriously. Speaking of being taken seriously, I got banned off TikTok for a good like 3 minutes the other day when I was ending the stream and I made the joke about how, like, I was doing my usual sign off where I was saying, here's my socials page. In fact, I'm gonna do it right now. I'm not signing off right now, but just as a demonstration, I would say, like, whenever I end the stream, I'm always like, hey guys, like, thanks for watching. By the way, there's my socials link. It has all of my links. It's got social media. It's got Discord. It's got my OnlyFans page where you can see uncensored pictures of my genitalia. And I immediately said, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Don't take that seriously. I'm just joking around. And because I said those words in that order, in fact, I might get banned from it now. TikTok immediately was like, you have been banned from TikTok live streaming. For sexual content and like nudity and shit like that. And they were saying, like, you know, click here to appeal the ban. And I appealed it, and he immediately got reinstated, like, with no hesitation. And this is not the first time it's happened. I've probably been banned on TikTok like a dozen times for, like, you know, I say something like dumb, or I say something completely innocent, and for some reason the like the automated stuff that like watches for like special, you know, special things, like I've been, like, it would say like you've been banned for like hateful content or like racist language, and it's like, what could I have possibly said that would have been considered hateful or racist? And the answer was nothing, but somehow it just misconstrues, or I mean, you know, it's just all automated anyway, so clearly its stuff is not very reliable. So it, you know, it always gets reinstated immediately. But it made me laugh that, yeah, it did get me for being like, oh, sexual content's like, oh, because I said the word pictures of my penis, and that is illegal. Legal game remove. Oh, shit, you're right. We were dropping frames. Oh. That's not good. Is it my computer? Is that my computer or is it my internet? I'm gonna wait for a moment. Let's pause for a moment. Because I see the bit rate's kind of going over the place. It might be the internet, actually. Right, well, apologies for the little technical issue we had there. But I think we're back to it. We're back to it. We'll play this for another hour or so. Just because it's getting maybe a little bit late, but I'll keep at it. And I'll keep an eye on the bit rate. To ensure that it stays on its best behavior. You better behave, bit rate. You better behave, internet, or else you'll get a spankins. Unless it's into spanking, at which point, well, that's... You know, I mean, I'm not one to kink shame, but I just don't really want to be a part of that. It's not really what I want to do. I don't want to get banned on Twitch for sexual content. Although I was saying that if I, you know, make a joke about, you know, somebody having a butt or something, you know, how terrible, how offensive, then TikTok might be like, whoa, 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 that's illegal. Guards, seize him. I've learned recently, speaking of guards, seize him, I've heard recently that if you are a streamer and somebody's acting a fool in your chat, instead of saying mods ban that guy, you say guards, seize him. Seize that man. And honestly, I think that's pretty good. I kind of like that. I like that a lot. Is this where the fella was? I think we're getting close to where we saw the one guard lad. I know we need to go up that way, but I'm just trying to keep my eyes peeled. My eyes and my AS peeled for that one cool statue fella. Mega health. Mega armor. Big key. And big damage. Oh, baby. Big damage for big kill.
Is a thing to behold.
I expected there to be a bunch of dudes in the middle area. Ew. Ow. Won't last for very long. There's another one. Keeping it going, baby. Keeping it going. Good. Whole bunch of these dudes. Bam. About to wear off. There's more where that came from. Is there another one? There's another one. When this one wears off, I'm gonna grab that instantly. It's just a delightful rush of murder and fuckery. Are we gonna kill everybody, or am I just gonna kill most of things? Well, we're gonna try to kill everything. Whoa, jeez. Probably getting kind of low on health. I'm only paying attention to my health right now. I'm more paying attention to kill. That seemed level, actually, right there. That's the end right there. Which begs the question, we never did get the gold key. So, like, that was like a fun little rush to the end. But we never found the gold key and whatever is contained inside the gold key. It says you have not lived until you've got a fresh, warm, crisp sock out of the dryer, man. I can't fall asleep without it. It has improved my life tenfold, saved my marriage, cured my diseases. My sex life has never been better. World peace has been achieved. I love it, man. I love it. I'm happy for you, dude, today. I'm happy you found something that brings you that amount of joy in life. I wish all of us had something that brought us to that level of unbridled happiness. Also, speaking of which, I got 69 health right now. Just kidding, I ruined it, but for a minute there I had 69 health. Ooh, fancy gun. So I gotta find that one statue that was back in the beginning area, which we're pretty close to right now, I think. We're pretty close to that little area right now, so... and find that little fella. Of course, like, kind of rushed through that whole area. I'm sure there was plenty of stuff I missed along the way. Lots of baddies to fucking murder. We murdered a lot of them. It's pretty good. Ladder? Not a ladder. Nope. I mean, maybe it is, but not one we can use. It go down. It go down. No, it go down. It don't go down. Okay. So yeah, I think I'll walk back this way. Thing is, like, we saw at the very beginning, and well, like, it was kind of unclear what to do with it. It's unclear, like, what do you do with this fella? And because I don't think there were any signs nearby or anything, there was nothing that was obvious that says, "Oh, here's what we do." One here, I see arrow, and it's possible that might have been a broken bridge. There might be no going back to that one lad. It would be unfortunate. Would be unfortunate, but would not be the end of the world. And if it is the end of the world, well, I lived a good life. I died how I lived, playing video games. Do a lot worse. I died how I lived, with my dick in my hands. Could be a worse representation of my life in general. But down here, there's the water areas. I remember that. For uppies. I don't really remember this area quite as much. Up the upper echelons of this same zone. Damn, man, I can't remember. And I think that might be because we've seen it a couple times already, where there is a door that looks encouraging, but then the door, like a doorway that looks encouraging, but the door itself is closed. And then a couple places, so it's entirely possible. It was an area we could, yeah, like this right here, because you can see like there's stuff behind there. It's entirely possible it's a broken bridge. Ain't no going back now. It's entirely possible. Now, what if I drop down this way? Areas that were behind. I think it's like, well, okay, maybe not. I don't know. I think my sense of direction in this game is kind of all over the place. I tell myself a map would help. Would it solve my multitudes of problems? 3 statues. Yeah, the first statue really is the one I'm the least certain about. I just remember we saw it at the very, very beginning of the level, and I can't remember how to get back there. Man. It's not the same. It's not the same. Or some would say, nah, man, you need the crust. The crust is the spice. Some would say, nah, bro, you need the juice. You need the goods. You'll ruin it by washing it. Do I agree with that? Well, I don't know if I agree with it, but there are those that are of that persuasion. They're out there. Of that I can assure you. Better for worse. For better for worse, they're amongst us right now. I want to spend all goddamn night looking for this thing. I mean, it looks like a cool, again, whatever that thing is, it looks really cool. Whatever that, I can see it. I can see it. What is it? Whatever it is looks badass. There's a very good likelihood that we'll get the weapon organically pretty soon anyway. So maybe it's not like how the ammo is just keeps replenishing. That's actually kind of neat. So yeah, maybe it's not like, you know, really worth worrying about, but it's the principle of the matter, man. There's a secret that I'm like 2/3 of the way through completing. If I could just find where that first dude was, it would make things simpler. Fuck it. Life's too short. We ball. Fuck it, we ball. E1M3. I think we got time for one more level. Let's do one more level. Unless this is a short one. If it's like a standard size level, then maybe. Also, I should have done this earlier. But I'm doing it now. Doing it now. There we go. Gotta save that one. Save the one for posterity. The Magmaworks. Scavenger one is neat. Then enemies drop armor shards. I think I'm down for more ammo.
Never leave your clients waiting.
Is that the cool gun we saw? It probably isn't. Thump, thump. 3 shots to break those guys. There we go.
It never gets old.
That's the minigun once again. Oh. Yep. Blast his ass. And by ass, I mean head, but they talk out of both, so it's okay. Well, good. Good. Relatively quiet. Relatively. Do I have the double jump? I do not have the double jump. That is indeed level specific. I kind of had a feeling. When they said something that each pair of boots gives you an extra 1 jump, I was like, there's going to be some levels where we'll get more than 1 pair of boots for a double jump, and some levels where you get none. Or the implication that you'll start with none, at least. That does track. Doing okay. I'm trying to keep an eye on them. Keep an eye on the frames, making sure they're behaving themselves. Seems like they're being on their best behavior for now. It's unusual. It's unusual for like a single server on Twitch to be on the fritz, but... No, I mean, I say it's unusual. I guess it's actually not that unusual. Usually if there's some kind of problem, it's kind of with Twitch as a whole. Not so much specific, like a single specific server. At least it means it wasn't me specifically. It wasn't my internet, at least, which is at least something. Maybe some kind of maintenance is going down. Who knows? There's always potential for that kind of stuff happening in the background. Especially this late at night. I know for some ISPs do like regular maintenance at like 2 a.m. on Sundays or something. Some kind of like awkward time where I'm sure they can look at the usage logs and see, okay, here are the times where our overall internet usage is at the lowest. They try to do those kinds of maintenance operations when you're least likely to impact users, or impact as few users as possible, basically. Teleport yet, because no fancy shovel fella. 3 of them? I missed. Bam. 4. 4 explosive for those guys. But we slay them all right. No double jump and no teleport just yet, but I'm sure we'll get at least a teleport eventually. Wouldn't be giving us those teleport little portal fellas if we weren't eventually destined for them. There it is right there. Wow, that was quick. Get to us real early. Yep. Now I could use that right now and get up to that spot, or I could look elsewhere. Gallaneth, what's up, buddy? Gallaneth with the raid. Thank you, my dude. We're playing a cool little boomer shooter. This is Gravelord. This actually has been in early access for a minute, but it just hit its 1.0 update today. 1.0 milestone. Holy shnikes. It's pretty good. Pretty good. As far as like boomer shooters go, this is very much a Quake inspired one. A lot of boomer shooters, retro revival shooters, either borrow heavily off of Quake or Doom or their old school stuff. This one is more, oh shit, more Quake than anything. Probably up there. Pretty cool though. I like it so far. The level designs are kind of tricky. It's a little bit tricky at times, but it's pretty good so far. I'm liking it so far. Of course, if you've played it once before, back when it was in early access, I would, and you're curious about the game, I would advise the 1.0 update. I assume has added a lot of things. I actually don't know because I never played it when it was in early access, but I'm liking it so far. Liking it so far, man. Let's see what Gallaneth was up to on this fine ass day. Fine ass day or fine ass day? The answer is yes. Oh, not quote. I was looking at the quote command earlier. Gallant was playing some... Oh, Exanima! That's awesome, man. That's awesome. We were just talking about Examina the other day. That's a game I've actually not played myself. I've watched Alias and a couple other buddies of ours play it. Game I at some point I want to delve into myself because it looks fucking badass. Also looks very difficult. Looks really, really hard. But undeniable, it looks fucking sick. Appreciate you guys popping in, man. A fully 3D game, but it's not a proper boomer shooter. I mean, Quake was a fully 3D game, and Quake was, you know, one of the archetypes of the boomer shooter genre. To me, it's not about the presentation; it's about how the game looks and feels. Well, how the game feels, rather. Maybe not looks. This game has that like really fast-paced arena shooter kind of vibe. So for me, it's got the juice. It's got the sauce. All right, so we just got the fella. Spectral shield. Use that, or spectral shield. Spectral shovel. Or fancy schmancy teleport actions. Victims. I'm getting low on health, hence the bloody screen. Blood border screen. I do love that boomer shitter is an official tag on Steam. That makes me very happy. Heard a buggo fly past Meerkat. It is the season, man. I understand. I understand how that goes. Oh, right. No double jump. We had the double jump last level. We don't start it every time. You gotta find that shit each level. That's how it goes. Ooh, I kind of want that. Whoop. That one. Woo. And as always, Gallant, if you have any clips for us, you know, I'm always down, man. Always down to see what the homies are up to. And you're a goddamn homie, man. Thank you again for that raid. That's super nice of you. If you're wondering about the uptime, the uptime is kind of low right now because I actually just had to kill and restart the stream. Not because of any technical... Well, it was a technical problem, but not with my computer or not with my internet. We were dropping like crazy frames, and I did a quick like test with the Twitch's servers, and it turned out the one server that I happened to be plugged into was at like 1/4 the output rate that it was usually capable of. Hence the mega dropping of frames and the bitrate suffering. So I had to kill the stream so I could point it to a specific server. Right now we're on Twitch Twitch US West. And I'm in the Midwest right now, so West is, you know, maybe not the most convenientest. It's in Oregon, so it's a bit far away from me. But, I mean, it's, I think, holding strong pretty well. It wouldn't shock me if other streamers were also having problems. I haven't heard anything, obviously, because I've only been watching my own stream, but it wouldn't shock me if, yeah, this was somewhat across-the-board kind of deal. Another teleport thing somewhere. Gotta be something else somewhere. Trying to relearn Exanima. Yeah, the game is really cool looking, and it looks so fucking difficult. I've never seen anybody play that game and be, like, extremely in control. They're always just a little bit struggling, at least. A little bit or a lot bit. But man, does it look fucking sick, dude. I love a good, like, physics-y game like that. Physics-y shenanigans with, very meaty, satisfying hits when you can land them. And also when the bad guys hit you, they fucking whoop the shit out of you. It looks very good. So I pressed that button. What I don't know is, like, what did that button do? If that's not a boomer shooter... Okay, so clearly we went this way. Clearly this is it because we got the autosave. If that's not a boomer shooter tenant, I don't know what it is. You press a switch, you hear something has happened, and you go, okay, well, what of the thousands of closed doors did I just run past? Did that do something to? So if this game is not a true boomer shooter for that reason alone, I don't know what is. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Getting fucked up a little bit. The grenade launcher is very fun. Is it the best weapon to use in all situations? No. But boy, I do enjoy it. Boy, I do enjoy blood. Go on. I was gonna say, can I just chill here? I think I have to, like, hold forward. Let's wait for it. Goatsworm says, hey, man. Us olds gotta be patient with us. Well, Goatsworm, I'm a graybeard myself, man. I'm a graybeard myself, and I was saying how, you know, I remember the good old days. I remember the Quakes and the Dooms of back in the day. Now, granted, I never did play Quake and Doom back in the day. I did play them, but I didn't play them until much later in life. I didn't play them until after college. But which point would have been like the 2010s basically. I graduated college in 2011. I didn't play Doom and Quake until, you know, well after they had been out for a long time. But I did play through them. Kind of gave myself a history lesson, whoops, of old school FPSs. Which was really cool. It was kind of cool going back and, you know, powering through a bunch of those games. So I played through Unreal, I played through Quake 1 and 2, all the episodes. Doom 1 and 2. Played through a couple of other ones that I played. I never did get around to finishing Deus Ex. That's when I definitely ought to get through. I think that's one I'd really like. But yeah, I kind of like went through this history lesson of old school shooters. But thank you again, Galnith, for that raid. Thank you for sharing the funny moments, because I'm always down for the clippies, man. Always down to clown, and you're so freaking nice to me, man. You raid me all the damn time. I never get to raid you, because you're a lot more responsible than I am. You're not the weird fucking dingus staying up until 1:27 a.m. on a Thursday playing video games like a deranged freaking maniac. Now, granted, I mean, Thursdays, like, I'm allowed to get a little bit sloppy, just a little bit silly, because Thursdays or rather Fridays usually a little bit more chill work-wise. Still, am I being responsible by doing this? No, of course not. I appreciate you, man. It's very, very generous. Very generous of you, man. I'm trying to figure out where to go next, because we did find some stuff. I think I almost want to see there, but I'm too short. Oh, here we go. Never actually went all the way this way. Okay, can I do the piercing attack? Yeah. He is a time traveler. That's a good point. You are a time traveler, so there is that as an added detail. But I appreciate you, man. Yeah. I'll say responsible. It's all relative. It's all relative. Probably dudes down here I need to pay attention to. Minigun fella. Haven't seen Minigun fella before.
His head was shinier than his future.
So, oh. Ow. Put myself in a corner. Nobody puts Alex in a corner. Except Alex himself. I keep trying to switch to the minigun, but I press the wrong buttons each time. Miniature about it. I only exploded myself a little bit on stream. Yeah, I default to the shotgun for a lot of instances, a lot of situations. But yeah, the grenade launcher and the minigun can really come in clutch. Yeah, no morning meetings. All right, that's how I feel too. Yeah, Fridays are usually like pretty chill for me. Thursdays are usually my busiest day of the week. So, you know, Thursday stream is kind of when I let my hair down a little bit, go a little bit longer, enjoy a caffeinated beverage. And if you're curious, by the way, this is actually at the international market. It is a Japanese Pepsi. Japanese Pepsi, big cola. It's actually pretty good. It's the same Pepsi taste, but kind of a different texture. It's like a different texture. It's pretty good. Maybe not quite as sweet. It's kind of got like a smoother kind of feel to it. I don't know, like I'm kind of weird. I don't love regular Coke. I don't love regular Pepsi. I usually go for like the zero sugar or the diet versions. But there's like, just because I feel like regular Pepsi, regular Coke, there's something about it that just feels like a bit much. There's something like kind of abrasive about it. I have a hard time describing it, but there's like just something about the mouthfeel of it. I don't know. Maybe it's a sweetness thing. I don't know what it is. I can't put my penis on it, but it's something that I've always kind of felt, even as a youngster, even as a young lad. But yeah, when I drink this guy, it's like, oh, I don't have that problem. It's actually pretty chill. Yeah, I don't know if texture's the right word for it. That's probably a misnomer. But like, there's, I don't know. It's got a something. It's got a something about it. It's pretty good. Yeah. I don't know if that's the right word, but there's something about it. There's just something about it. It's quite pleasant, and you can, like, the taste is pretty similar, but there's definitely something there that's different. It's special. Yo, what's up, Pyrocamist? Has my internet been weird? So actually, I'm in the Midwest. Oh fuck, I'm trying to hold forward. I'm in the Midwest, and my internet overall has been okay, but I did have to switch on Twitch. I did have to point Twitch to the West Coast servers for the one I'm streaming to. Usually on OBS, I just point it to like automatic. Like, don't worry too much about which server. Just automatically select which one makes the most sense, which I would presume would be probably US East was the one it was defaulting to. But tonight, about like an hour or so ago, somebody pointed out like, hey Alex, your stream's getting kind of laggy. Getting kind of framey, like frames are getting dropped. And I looked over, we were dropping hella frames. Look at that, new fella just dropped. We were dropping hella frames, and I did a quick test. Because Twitch does give you a little utility if you download it, which I just kind of still happen to have. Twitch does give you utility that lets you like do random speed, not random, but speed tests for individual servers. And we found that yes, the one that I was connected to had like some kind of issue, or maybe it wasn't the server itself having an issue, but my connection to that server is having an issue. But the other ones were fine. So instead of US East, put it to US West, and we've been golden since then. But it wouldn't shock me if other streamers were having similar problems. I was definitely having problems earlier. But it wouldn't surprise me if there was other shenanigans happening. Google services. And that's a good point too. Maybe it's not Twitch specifically. Maybe there's like some other server problems happening. I mean, for all we know, I know US East 1, I think AWS US East 1 has like so much of the internet that that is like built around it and built upon it. And when that goes down, it takes out like half the internet. Like there were some outages either earlier this year, maybe late last year, where US East 1 goes down and like the fucking world kind of falls apart for like however long it's down, because there's a lot of things that are kind of built around that one server cluster. Teleport that way? Secret, okay. Well, this is neat. But if it's just a secret, that makes it less exciting. I want main progress. Secrets are great and all. Don't mind. I mean, don't let me yuck someone else's secret yum. But where do I go now? And no map in this game, by the way. No map makes it a little bit tricksy sometimes. Can I squeeze by here? No, I cannot. 3 or 4 hours ago, there was a disruption. Okay, well, I'm kind of surprised I didn't see problems sooner, because I definitely was having a problem like maybe an hour or so ago. But since I've switched, it's definitely been better. Are you guys seeing it, by the way? Do you see it? See what I'm looking at? That doorway and the pipes on the side. You see it? We got the Goatsy portal. We got the Goatsy doorway window thing. Person who has not been on the internet for very long might say, "Oh, I love goats. See goats? Oh, I love seeing goats. My favorite." Am I getting here? Grenade? Yes, actually. Yes. Secret. Hiding in plain sight. Do I have the... Oh, I'm a dumbass. I've had this key the whole dick shitting time, man. Fuck am I doings? Ow. Well, there's your problem. Anything else before I want to explode or check out? Nope. Get right to it, man. Let's put more eggs in the basket. Let's load up more things on US East 1, so that way when it goes down, we really start to panic, and society truly crumbles. Kid, you're a goddamn genius. Problems on Twitch specifically, yeah. So maybe there's problems across the board, but also problems on Twitch. It would not shock me. Card. I think I might stick with the Devil's Box. You know what? No, I will not. I shan't. I'm gonna do Piercer. Because I'm not using the ults that often. Oh, you're not dead. I kind of was banking on you dying there, bro.
He's just found out he's not the father.
Little quips are all over the place, aren't they? Did I just... like the one got scared, just jumped into the lava. Oh, actually, maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was the... It was just the dead corpse getting flung there. But it looked like he just jumped out like, fuck this, I'm out of here. Fuck this. Fuck this and fuck you. Love the battle music, which may... Oh. So there's someone still doing something. Ow. Kung Fu with knives gets fucking shot. That's right. That's right. The fucking dude from Indiana Jones. Indiana shrugs, pulls out gun, shoots him. Anyway, moving on. That might be where we're going next. Gonna explore around a smidge bit before I commit to anything. Can't make that jump, and I will fall in the lava and die and piss my pants and die. Then be dead if I attempt that, so. In the blue, which makes me think maybe a teleport, but I can't. I can do it. Woo! Blast your ass from here. There we go. Definitely I don't have the piss key yet, unfortunately. I don't have the piss key, but I got the pistol, right? Oh, there's the key right there. I can't reach it. If I was really good, I might try a grenade jump, but I don't think I trust myself. I think I will embarrass myself. Okay, a little shortcut. Nice. Armors. I like that. Is that when the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie? That's armor. Armor, eh? Good joke, Alex. Hilarious. Don't worry, I'm not quitting the day job anytime soon. Yellow key. We held the piss key for like a total of 12 seconds. 12 glorious, brimming seconds. Jeff Rosenstock. That name is awfully familiar. I couldn't tell you anything about him or any song names, but I do feel like I've heard the name before. Thank you for the recommendation.
You're so
I'll put that on the
your
list.
mom made you wear a helmet.
Your mom made you wear a helmet. I like to think those guys have helmets bolted on. Is that the Bouncy Boy bullets? I think it's the Bouncy Boys. Like that kind of row of floating armor fellers. Oh, we're jumping down then, aren't we? Jumping down? I think we jumping. We jumping. What's down here? The barrels. Ooh, double jump. I guess. Guess we're just going. Press the button and let her rip. Boop. They'll spawn around me.
Yeehaw!
Ow. Ow. I know I really lean heavily on that grenade launcher, and I probably should mix it up a little bit. Alright, I do have this thing. Oh, he's dead. Okay. Keep forgetting about the alt fire. Which I think makes other dudes attack them, but there's no one else to like capitalize this thing on. With which to capitalize on. Or upon which to capitalize. Try to not end the sentence on a preposition. I keep forgetting I have that. The alt fire that throws the shovel and it makes other bad guys target them, which is pretty neat, and I never utilize it. I always forget about it after the moment has passed. Or until after the moment has passed. Nothing else here. There'd be more stuff. I teleport up then? I realize all the little... Oh, here. That's right. I have a double jump. I forgot I had a double jump. I was like, why can't I reach these areas? All the stairs are gone. Gotta be this way then. Double jump now. Got it. Triple tap those guys. Whoa. Yeah, I have... actually, no, we're actually doing pretty good. I thought I took more damage than I was expecting. I like the ladder leading out of the lava. In case things get desperate. What's that? Oh, I think that's a collectible. I haven't seen one of those in a while, actually. Then, oh, fire for the grenade launcher, I think? No, we already have that one.
I'll bring a cannon.
launch his ass into the lava. Yeah, I think we already have that alt fire, so that's old news. Teleport over yonder. Phew. Can I make that jump, though? I'm a little bit nervous about it. Do a quick save. New one. Whoop, whoop. Oh, me of little faith. Health, take all that good, all them goods. Oh, why'd I do that? That's fine, it worked. Oiks. Minigun is such a reliable weapon. I don't feel like I don't really use it very much, just because it's almost too reliable. It's almost kind of boring. Grenade launcher is so much more fun and spectacular, and well, explosive. Oh right, that thing. Boop, boop. Up. How do I get over yonder? How do I get to probably need some other thing to happen. Platform up, yeah, yeah. That's what I like to say. Get a little shield. Oh god. Yeah, I broke his shield. I'll break his face. Oh, I did not break his shield. He just
get for hiding behind a surfboard.
That is a cute little surfboard. Or it was a cute little surfboard. Okay, well now I'm low on health. Whose fault is that? My fault. Ow. Well, now I'm lower on health. No, it's really my fault. Collectible. Cool. Press V. I'm not actually going to read this right now, but yeah, that was issue number 2. Now, what I don't know is if you collect them out of order, if it only loads them in order. So like that's the second collectible, but this is like the 4th or 5th level in the game. So if it's possible that there was some that I missed. What I don't know though is if we're only collecting them in the order that they're only getting added to our inventory in the order that they're listed. So if that was issue number 2 because this is the second one that we found, or the second one in the game, or if it's issue number 2 because it's only the second one we found, like in which way does it get populated? I would hope it's the latter. I would hope that it's, because that way it's easier to figure out which ones you're missing. Kind of popped out like that. I would rather that. I would rather it populate it like that. Each collection was unique in that sense. Say this feels like a place where bad guys would be lurking and maybe even twerking. Very low on health. Whose fault is that? Mine. Oh, I can't make that jump because I jumped down, but I can do this. Yep. Hard option. I do like that one a lot. Every third attack does extra damage. The melee one's pretty good. I don't know, I kind of like the blame one. I just need to use it more often. Like, I don't utilize it very well. Or I'll forget about it because I'm, like, too busy using fun gun to blast shit.
Hold on a bit. What don't I get to do wield flintlocks like that little fella?
The goatsy door. Question is... Yeah. I was gonna say, the question is this like the proper direction? Or is that like a bonus fella? I think that's a proper direction. So if I go this way... Whoa! Okay, so the goatsy door had nothing for us. I was all excited. Spreading my cheeks in anticipation. 3 HP, by the way. Yep. I would not complain about a health. If there was a health thing, I would not complain. In fact, I would quite the opposite. I would be quite overjoyed. Not quite what I had in mind. Some of you might say, well, Alex using a grenade launcher right now. Isn't that just begging for trouble? Well, when you're this low on health anyway, we're here for a good time, not a long time. Trying to embrace my situation. The absurdity that it contains. Go the double jump. Curious. Will it's open now? No, it's not. Okay, I saw the green, I got excited. A very real chance. Oh, here we go. Here's the babiest, tiniest bits of health. Shield. Big health. Oh, I should have taken that thing too. I'll take it now. Now I'm gonna use this thing to shoot a bunch of shit. There's the temptation to just use grenade launcher, but again, we've used a lot of it, a lot of the ammo, and I don't have a ton of it to spare. My over-reliance on it. The little surfboard fella. I just shoot through the little fella, just a little hole, the glory hole in the surfboard. Circle strafe, circle strafe, circle strafe. Lots of circle strafing.
And that's what you get when you don't
There we go, not too
pay
bad.
burial allowance.
Almost all of the Gatling gun ammo. Job done. Job done. Says you're free to leave, but I'll admit I'm actually not sure where the exit is. Probably that out that way, the little door I just saw. Probably out this way. Oh, is this the exit? That was the exit, alright. Did I do one more? Maybe I'll do one more. Oh, that one was not too long. Some of these levels can get a little bit long in the tooth. Let's do one more. I'm feeling frisky. One more before we call it for the night. One more for the road. Also got a teensy bit of soda left, so I might as well. He might turn around and see me and I'd get scared. Now, overall, this game is good. There have been a number of times where, of course, I've gotten lost tonight. And to be honest, part of that's probably my own dumbass fault. I don't know how much I can truly blame the game for my own ineptitude. It's not the game's fault. I tend to be not great at navigating these kinds of games sometimes. But in general, though, I'm enjoying myself. Is it the best boomer shooter I've ever played? No, it's not the best one ever, but it's pretty solid. It's a pretty solid boomer shooter. Retro revival shooter. It gets that kind of Quake-like look and feel pretty darn well. It does it pretty darn well. The card system is neat. The card system where you can equip different abilities for your guy is neat. Is it amazing or revolutionary? Not really. It's just kind of alright. But it's cool. I like it. To be honest, I wish there was more of it. And maybe that's where Horde Lord comes in. So this is Gravelord, which is, of course, you know, something that is kind of like an arena shooter of sorts. Well, maybe arena shooter is not the right term, but like it's, you know, you get from point A to point B, find the keys to unlock the doors, like Doom, like Quake, those kinds of games you all know and love. Full damage, by the way. Like that's all well and good. But there's another game by the same developer called Horde Lord that is more of a roguelike. And I think that's more of a, I don't know what you would call this, but I think that game has more of a proper arena shooter vibe where you're in an arena. You're not going from point A to point B. You're in an open arena level with no like clear exit or entrance. And you're navigating around, you're trying to like get around the bad guys and trying to kill them, and they spawn in waves and you're trying to go for like a high score. Trying to like just last as long as possible.
Fish fingers,
So,
anyone?
pretty different kind of game, but I think that game is more of a roguelike. And if I had to guess, it probably leans more heavily into like how do you build your guy. There's a little bit of that in this game, you know, the build for your guy, the build for your character. There's some of that, but probably not as much as you would see in the spin-off I just described. Maybe that's the answer. Also, getting that gun seems like the answer too. Convenient, because this is clear. Like, look how wide this gap is. I can definitely fit through there, but the game said nah. Get it. But what I will do, somehow I missed this earlier. Behind me? I thought maybe this was gonna be there. Nope. Nope. All right. Pressed a switch. It did something. What did it do? I don't know. If I had to guess, maybe open the switch down here. Yeah, is this open now? It's not. I thought for sure I was gonna like hedge my bets on that thing. Good thing I didn't. My bets remain unhedged. Oop. Drop the cap. And screwed with too much velocity. Too much enthusiastic of an unscrewification. Knock back to all attacks. Yeah, I mean, the ammo picked up thing is nice. Knock back to all attacks. Nah, I think I'll stick with what I have. That's the thing too. It's not like I'm finding new cards to add to the deck. To like add to the mix that we can find in game. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there are things we can do that will add more cards in eventually. But yeah, the card system, it's neat, but the stuff it adds isn't a huge deal breaker or deal maker for that matter. And also, after a while, it's like, oh, I feel like I've seen all there is to see, more or less. There haven't been any. There's no like rare cards. There's no like, oh my god, this one's so good. Like it's just neat. It's nice to have, but nothing that's mind blowing, truly. Turbines, maybe. Oh, we gotta hit the switchy. I see. Swim against current. Swim against it. We got it. For a moment. You gotta go fast. Let's go past him then. Okay. We're good. I'm kidding when they say a moment. Is that a bad guy? No, it's not. It is a rebreather. That's cute. Bit of extra oxygen times. Oh, bad guy. Looks like it might respawn, which is kind of nice too. That is one thing that makes these underwater sequences maybe a little bit, I would say, less annoying, because usually in games like this, underwater sequences are extra annoying because you have like kind of a slightly weird control scheme, and you're having to juggle your oxygen meter. The rebreather things make the oxygen meter less of a hindrance, which I do appreciate. Less annoying. I wouldn't say there's a lack of it being annoying. It's like it's not completely seamless, but it's also not completely seamful. And I don't want to be a man who is known for having a lot of seams. I don't want to... Because that'd be a lot of seaman. I know, dumb joke. Like there was a setup for it, and I was like, well, maybe. Then I went ahead and then I committed to it, and I was like, not the best. Not the worst, not the best. Right, yeah, the vertical layout. That's right, Pyrochemist. Yes, yeah. So the vertical layout thing is kind of a weird one. I think it's still in beta. I don't think it's available to all streamers. Or to all Twitch users, but it is available for me. It's actually available for me because I applied for beta access. Because I'm a beta. No, just all jokes aside. Wait, from the water. All jokes aside, no, it's because I applied for the beta access a long time ago. I think I applied last year, actually. Because I saw there was a blurb about it in, like, the settings, but it wasn't, like, a very advertised... It wasn't, like, a very heavily advertised beta or anything. I had to seek it out on Twitch's website. And I applied for it, and yeah, heard nothing for clearly a long time. And then it suddenly just showed up. I was streaming one day, and I think Meerkat was like, "Oh, hey, I'm on mobile right now. And when did Twitch switch to a vertical view? What the hell?" And I was like, "I don't know. When did they?" And we eventually figured out that yeah, it's a beta feature. It was the beta feature did get enabled for me. And then like the next day, then I got an email saying, "Hey, it's enabled." So yeah, so I got added to the beta for it. It's a nice to have. What I really appreciate about it is that it lets you toggle. If you don't like the vertical layout, or if I'm playing a game where vertical doesn't make sense, then you can just tap the screen and there's a little button in the top left that says go back to classic view, and that's landscape. So I really like the option to switch to either one versus being locked to one. It's obviously if you're playing like, I don't know, like RimWorld or some kind of tactics game. You know, I'm playing Civilization or I'm playing Stellaris. then it makes all the sense in the world to do the landscape view, because if you do the vertical view, you're missing a lot of very important stuff that's in the margins. But for a first-person game like this, I think vertical makes a lot of sense, honestly. So being able to switch to and from is, I think, the ideal case. I think they did a pretty alright job with it. I don't know when it'll be rolled out to everybody. But yeah, I think it's still in beta right now. Decrease the chat. No, I didn't know that. That's cool. That's a cool feature too. See, I appreciate that it's a new thing that they added, and it's actually pretty good. We're all familiar with like the subject or the concept of the enshittification. The enshittification of the internet. The idea that the longer a service or a website or a utility is around, the likelier it is to get fucking eviscerated and like, which is to say like bought out basically. Bought out by like some third party that will not support it right and not do good things and will add features that no one wants, that will bog it down and make for a worse experience at the behest of its corporate overlords, but at the expense of its user base. Now, people will use these things less often because they have more ads now, which, yeah, that generates more money for the billionaires, but like for the users it fucking sucks. So it's, people will inevitably, look elsewhere for that thing. There's been some of that with Discord. Oh shit. Been some of that to at least some degree with Discord. It's happened definitely with Twitch, YouTube, a whole bunch of these kinds of services. So anyway, it's a rare thing in today's day and age when a website like Twitch adds a new feature and you go, actually, this is kind of nice. What we're all used to is a thing gets added and we groan and go, fuck, what do they add now? Or what do they change now that didn't need to be added, didn't need to be changed? A feature no one asked for. We're getting that real bad with the AI bullshit now, because that's being jammed down all of our throats against our will. It's being jammed down our throats in ways that are not sexy. Which is to say, kind of going against how the pathos of throatification should go. If something's being jammed down my throat, it better damn will be a sexy time. Like shooting rats in a... Ow. They still hit me. Rats in a... Not in a barrel, but in a little corner area. Smacking them with my shovel. So anyway, yeah. So I'm grateful that it's a pretty neat service, and it's like, I'm suspicious by the fact that it was like implemented well, and is kind of nice to have. It's actually like kind of helpful. I'm skeptical when this kind of thing happens, man. I don't trust it. Can create some competitors, maybe. Yeah, right. When something bad happens, yeah. I mean, that's kind of the thing. That's what makes it frustrating. In the case of Twitch, it's been frustrating because, yeah, they've made some questionable decisions in the past, obviously. And yeah, you have Kick, you have YouTube, you had Mixer, you're about to have, we currently have Trovo, but that's going away at the end of June. There are, of course, other streaming platforms, but Twitch is still, the king when it comes to streaming. Obviously, YouTube is still much larger and still, just generally kind of runs their show better, but their main focus is video on demand versus streaming. They, of course, have streaming, but YouTube streamers occupy such a small relative market share of the number of people that stream on the internet. TikTok is obviously a big one too. So like, Twitch, for all of its blunders, has fucked up a lot of things, but still, there's not really for what I can see at least, to be like a really viable competitor to Twitch from the streaming space goes. But still, YouTube is like the larger company, and also I think I think YouTube is actually profitable now. It wasn't always, but I think YouTube is actually profitable now, whereas I think Twitch is still a net negative for Amazon. This is part of why there's been all these like scummy monetization things they've tried to roll out in previous months and years. More aggressive on the ads and increasing the cost for Twitch subs, that kind of thing, is to try to like bring it out of the red. But I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna be happening anytime soon. I'll keep with the Pearson one though. It's fine. Oh, door open. Trying to get my ass. He's got that spread shot. Ow. Dead? Yep. Is there one over here? I'd expect the one to be on either side. He might have already dropped down, actually. Already have the shotgun ult. Ooh. Oh, rat. Wink. Oh, I missed. No, I didn't miss. He just takes 2 hits. Actually confirms that the Gatling gun is really good, but the pistol fired once does do more damage than a single bullet from the Gatling gun. Kind of makes sense. This thing's, of course, its strength is in its rapid fire as opposed to individual bullet damage. Piss key. Can't reach it. Boink. More water swimmings sequences, maybe? Oh, I gotta go fast. Oh, I see what's gonna happen here. We're gonna go down there. It's gonna lock behind us, and we're gonna be committed to whatever's going on down there. Jump up here. Nope. Was save, because I done what I'm getting myself into. New save. Alright. Could find a little swimming thingy that would make me feel less scared. Go for water. Go for air. Go for water. Go for air. Same thing. Actually, not the same thing. They're kind of the opposite of what I'm looking for here. Get them both? I got them both. Cool. Seems like when you see the bubbles, that means it's safe to go up. The golden key. I found the piss key. Is there anything else down there? I don't love these underwater sequences, but if there's a secret, I might be inclined to sniff around. Ammo. Okay. Anything else? I think that's probably about it. Oh, because I'm about to lose health. It's fine. There might have been more, but we got what we came here for. Wow, that one hit fucking exploded all of them. That was a little bit surprising. I mean, I shot at them once with a shotgun, but I don't think I'd killed all of them with that one shot. Ah. Yeah, I think there must be like a kind of a inherent splash damage to the pistol or something, or maybe I don't know. Maybe when you gib an enemy, that just like there's just like this innate splash damage that happens where like it's the explosion of the corpse has like some kind of fragmentation, some kind of shrapnel, bone shrapnel, like corpse explosion in Diablo 2. Risk taker. I mean, maybe, because I mean I'm at 40 or lower health pretty frequently. Oh, that one seems like it could be so neat sometimes. If there are bosses, and I'm assuming there are bosses, that could be really nice. I guess I'll take that. That happens more often. I never mean for it to happen. Oh, God. What the fuck is you doing? Oh, teleport.
Oh, shut up.
Well, now I'm doing more damage. New enemy type, by the way. Ooh, excuse me. Well, convenient that I just got this ability. I'm already benefiting from it. Raise the water level. One more to go. Is that the one right there? Right there. Oh, I don't want to be low on health. I want to be this way. That is how I find myself right now. That jump, and into the water we go. It looks like it. Skeptical of the fact there's no baddies right here. Hold on, there was something shiny. Oh, it just says up, okay. Which I can't go right now, but eventually we will be going for uppies. Eventually we'll do uppies. The eventual uppies of the universe. Health, and there I did see the breathification device. Pretty soon here. Oh god, I'm backing out because I'm start drowning. This is a little scary. I'm gonna have to go either fast or just kind of power through this. Oh, What else going on there? Do I have to shoot it, maybe? There's something else I could do. I want that thing. I really want it. Let's see if we can shoot it. Maybe violence is the answer. I do see it's... Oh, yeah, that's exactly it. So, because it is blinking. Well, yeah, when it's blinking like that, that means it can be shot. Not always, but that is definitely the case here. And I guess we have a shovel in our near future. Fancy shovel, even. Bam. Yeah, the pistol actually does pretty good damage. I'm pretty impressed. Yeah, very Quake-like, exactly. Being able to save in my boomer shooter, I mean, Doom had that as well. You could do a pause and save in Doom. You could do a pause and save in Quake. So yeah, I would say it's not the wildest thing to imagine. Now there are some boomer shooters that have, you're only able to save in like certain predetermined spots. We've seen that as well. Get his ass. Get his ass. Of course, now we have to deal with the fact that this water level is raised up and it's big scary. There, oh, I thought I saw something red and scary looking. Oh, that was just it respawning. That's what that was. Now there was an area. Where was it? That there was like a, it had like a big kind of open spot and there was an arrow pointing up. Was it over here? It was over here. Yeah, this is it. Save. I'm trying to think of a good example of a boomer shooter that doesn't allow you to save anytime you want. That allows you to save only in moments where it allows you to save. I guess like at the end of a level, basically. At the end of a level, I guess would be like how some do it. But and of course, games like Quake and Doom, I think autosave generally at the end of each level. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you couldn't in Doom. I thought you could in Doom, but now I'm starting to doubt myself. Ow. Oh, I was gonna say I saw myself take damage at the same time I shot. I was like, did I just damage myself? Fuckers on the end. Got my ass. Got my ass. Oh, I was actually more shooting at the other guy, but yes. Levels only. The Quake soundtrack. You know what? I'm such a fake gamer. I actually never played Quake in a state that had the original soundtrack. As I played the one that was either on Steam or maybe Good Old... Actually, no. The one on Good Old Games does have the Quake soundtrack. But I played the one on Steam that did not have the 9 Inch Nails license included. So the one I played had zero music. And I didn't realize Quake had a soundtrack until many, many years later. And I was like, what the hell? I had no damn clue. So I was completely none the wiser. Like that. I really like that guy, but I can't get up there. It's bad. Makes me sad. Is there more? This skin. Oh, this is big armor. Good. Big armor on my hip. Let's go set. There's probably something. Ooh, he's shooting down that little hallway. Low in health right now, so I'm a little bit dangerous. A little bit scary. There he is. I was like, he probably didn't explode on his own. Some of us need assistance exploding. We can't just explode by ourselves. OST for Plock. No, I've never played Plock. So I can't comment on its soundtrack, nor can I comment on the game itself. I mean, I know it's an older one, but that is the extent of my knowledge of Plock. Fake gamer alert, that's me. Whoa. Yeah, one problem at a time here. Whoop. Oh, can I not jump out? Here's the ladder. One shot gets her ass. So we definitely want to go down at some point, but before I start going down to clown. Say, tell me he gets damaged by his own bros. Is that so much to ask? Got his ass. Where's it gonna lead? Yeah, Super Nintendo game, right? I know about it. I mean, I know about it, but I couldn't tell you, like, what kind of game it is, if it's a platformer. I just know it's old. I just know oldge. I, like, shoot that projectile? It's like a bloody little pulpy boy. I remember what Quake enemy that is. Is that, like, the spider ladies that have the homing shot? Because I don't think the projectiles home in on you, but they looked, like, kind of spiky like that. Little spiky pulsaty boys. Can't remember what they were called, but they were really hard to deal with in that game. Original Quake. Surprised we keep going forward. We keep, like, finding new things to do. Let me dip into the water in that previous area, because maybe there was something that maybe it was a bonus, maybe it's not necessary. It feels like there would be something to this. Let's see. So I think that's where we started. Have all the resources in the world for, like, infinite swimming around. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's no need for any of this down here. Back up. Let's go grab this guy. My mind, for some reason, I thought we needed to go through there, but maybe not, maybe not. Keep exploring this way, then. This is probably where we're expected to explore. Well, maintain expectations. Over yonder. Still pretty low on health. Oddly enough, I think the only time I've died in this game is by falling into lava. That's the only thing that's killed us. I haven't, like, died in combat in a traditional sense, at least. At least not yet. I mean, it might be coming. There's the shovel over there, by the way. Could be a big step forward for sure. Yep. Make it up there. Obviously, I could jump to either of those. I don't know if I could make it to that guy. I almost feel like I need to, to flip a switch that toggles these guys, maybe. Probably this way with all that glitters all that glitters is gold. I'm gonna buy myself a stairway to heaven. Oop. Dead. I go up here. I probably have to swim through it. Autosavey. Oh. Yeah, I gotta get closer. A lot of shotgun and a lot of Gatling gun. Drain it and raise it over there. That might just be it, actually. It swapped. Good. Good. We're swapping water. We're swapping fluids, if you catch my drift. Ow. Oh my god, I somehow managed to get hit by all three of those shots in, like, a very delayed fashion. I was having too much fun laughing about swapping fluids. Laughing at my own jokes like a fucking dumbass. Thinking I'm the most geniusest of comedic geniuses. Oh, you can... Oh, right. Why am I surprised you can jump? I've known this for years. Why was I surprised by that? Motherfucker just leaps out at me like a dingus, and I have no idea it was coming. I've only seen it happen literally thousands of times by now. Professing my expertise when it came to Serious Sam, that's such a Serious Sam-esque enemy variant. Oh. Shot once, immediately back into the danger zone. 39, which is the strictest of definitions. Below 40 HP for the damage bonus. Dude back there, right? Yeah, big man. Oh, no! Yeah, I thought for sure it was gonna explode up there. I think it was gonna, like, leak down and bop my ass, I was gonna bop his ass. His booty, not mine. Misunderstood the assignment. Which is to say my grenade. My grenade misunderstood. Oh, that was satisfying. Catch him out of the air like that. Thankfully, the game does autosaves pretty frequently. That's what I get for talking shit, being like, well, I've never died in combat in this game. I mean, does exploding my own dumb ass count as dying in combat? I mean, he didn't kill me, but my intention to kill him killed me. So yes. It did. Now we know where the dudes are, and I can prepare and react even accordingly. An achievement for killing 100 rats. Brings me no joy. I don't wish to kill the rattos. Standing by. I'm standing back. I'm standing by further back. Fully can't be trusted. Will explode my own shit like a doofus. Oop. Ow. Bro, you're still alive. So cringe being alive. Being a bad guy who's alive in 2026. So cringe, man. Shovel! Need to get... I mean, I can... Oh, here we go. Ooh. Woo! Then... I see what's going on here. Whoop. Whoop. Oh, no! Whoop. Where you can go into the underside, too. There we go. Got it. Pump motor starting. We're pumping. We're pumping and we're chumping. Here. Now, I don't quite know exactly what that entails. Stuff happening over to the side as well. At first, I thought it meant that the water was going to continue raising. That is clearly not happening. I figure I have to jump over there. My gut tells me. Is that a platform thingy? No. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. I mean, I see a gun up there. That might be a secret. There is a key on the other side of there. That is on the other side, though. I'm gonna check that other. I'm gonna check on the other opposite end in a moment. In a meowment. Of course, I've seen throughout this level a bunch of teleportable spots, but... Oh, I actually can't go through there. Okay. I go underneath. Crushed. Okay. Jump on this guy. A good sign. If they're spawning bad guys, it means we're doing something. Something right. I mean, we're doing something. Oop. Gun. I'll take gun. Oh no, I bounced off the wall because I'm so good at video games, dude. I'm so smart. So good at video games. Like a little part that bumped out, I just kind of jumped up against it. There we go. There we go. And it didn't say secret. We got to autosave. That's a good sign. Oh, rat. Dang dirty rats. Get him. Rarely do those guys travel by themselves. Usually there's a gaggle of them.
Who needs thunder when you have lightning?
Cool. No wildfire yet. That's pretty cool. Makes them explode. Love that. Ow. Bats are very damaging. Big annoying. Lightning one is cool. In fact, there's not a ton of ammo for it, so I might as well use it now. I was about to say, like, well, I might as well save up the ammo for a bit. It's like, well, no, you don't have a lot of it. Like, the maximum amount is pretty minimal. Alright, and then I'm gonna make all these jumps. I'm not gonna embarrass myself. I'm not gonna mess anything up. I'm gonna be such a gamer. Everyone's gonna be so impressed. Oh, something spawn. Oh, these fucking guys. Oh. I gotta get, like, ready to jump. Can't quite get through there, but he can't get me either. That's fine, that's fine. That's an acceptable exchange. We get him? We got him. For this one, the key, the door's open this time. Single bit of armor, yes. Key.
Ugh, and I thought they smelled bad on the outside.
That's from Star Wars. I'm tempted to go back and get that explosive ammo, but it's not worth it. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. Don't think that's the end. But I do believe that's a pretty big one. Autosave, that's a good sign. Full health, that's a good sign. Nice too. I'll take all these things. Press the button. Push. Any more where that came from? No, sir. How are you still alive, man? I shot you so much, bro. Okay. One. Boop. Definitely looking forward to getting more of that cool lightning gun. Oh, I think I'm out of ammo for it. Like, straight up out of ammo. Can't even select it right now, but I know I've got it, and we'll find more ammo eventually, and I'll feel so cool. Oh. Oh, Jesus. Oh my god. Follow me down. I think you guys are gonna, like, fling yourselves that quickly. Like, the head flying off like that. That was actually pretty satisfying. Health. Gonna pick that up in a moment. Brief moment before I do that. You know how it goes in games like this. Once you pick up the thing, it might spawn more dudes. Ready. Put me in, coach. Oh. Okay. Not too bad. I gotta press both these puppies. One puppy. One more to go, but where could it be? Ah. I think I just got full health because I kind of in a crap spot here. Rock, hard place, you know that whole deal. That old familiar situation. A double jump. I'd like to grab these guys. I trust myself to attempt that jump for what seems for limited gain. Big man. Oh, another big man. Lots of big men. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Ouch. The other guy dead too? Only guess. I can only assume. Also, a rare instance where you have to kill the dudes. Thing only activated once everybody was dead. Everyone was dead. Water level increased. Now I can, like, jump around a little bit more freely. Oh, fishies. Lucky me. Oh my god. Guys are very tanky. They have a lot of HP. Oh, of course the grenade doesn't. Yeah, rocket launcher would be something. Yeah, grenade launchers kind of rely on physics to gravity specifically to do your job, to do their job rather. I have that with this one. Can't really use it with this one rather. Where am I going? Am I going down? Oh, I'm going down. Ah, okay. Cool. So that explains why there were so many of these guys, because now we have like this whole underwater sequence. Could go up. I'm kind of curious about this one. Is this it? Light's kind of shining this way and drawing me near. Air, which is good. What am I looking for exactly? Up here, maybe? Dark, kind of hard to see. Looking for. I was drawn here for some purpose. Don't have a ton of oxygen. Now I'm scared that I've overcommitted. I was saying earlier how these underwater sequences, I really don't love them. Really don't love them. I have all this. Why did they draw me here? Gonna die. That's really cool. I think I went to the wrong area. I made butter chicken mac and cheese. Butter chicken mac and cheese. I mean, I like butter chicken a lot. That a lot. I mean, mac and cheese is neat. It's probably better for people that are not lactose intolerant, such as myself. Or people not like myself, rather. So for most like like normal healthy people, that's probably a very good thing. Oh, here we go. That's where I want to. Okay. Yeah, I will admit my curiosity is definitely piqued, shock value. I could see it being good. Gotta try it, man. It's just I gotta know the goods. Oh, big. Hoping for like a quad damage or something for this one. Ow. That lightning gun is really neat, and I wouldn't complain about a lightning gun thingy if there was ammo for it. Halfway there. Oh, but are we living on a prayer, though? That's what I want to know. Something nearby, apparently, because there's still guitar music. Still cool guy music. There, I guess I had this button next. Boom. Oh! Apparently every fucking dude in the world was there. Oh my god. I am quite low on health. Therein lies the fun. Joy. The joy of this little spiced little area. Others. Oh! Ow. Dead. And a moment too soon. We all set? We Gucci in the coochie? These are scary. Psych! Oh my god. Now we're going up. And there's a whole bunch of these little fellers. They literally said psych. He really said nah. Say psych now, bro. Now you are free, he says. So I'm guessing that's supposed to be the exit. And they decided to hit us with a little one more round, one more bonus round. Yeah, see this big red thingy. So this is the exit. The Chivo. That was the skewers. So the fact that the door is red makes me think maybe the next one's a boss battle. I'm gonna save my game for obvious reasons. And if it's like a proper level, I'm gonna wrap up the stream. But if it's like a boss battle... Catacombs? Oh, I think it's a proper level. Okay. I got excited. I'm thinking maybe there's a boss battle. I don't think it is. Yeah, it's a real level. Okay, it's a real level, yeah. No, this game is good. I want to keep going, but it is getting late, so I have to wrap it up here. I was thinking if it was a boss battle, maybe we can do it if it was quick. Now, solid game. Solid boomer shooter. I would say this, was this mind-blowing? Was it amazing? No, but is it a solid retro revival boomer shooter game? Yes, it's a solid game. It's a solid boomer shooter. A solid one. Yeah, like if I'm trying to think of like other boomer shooters we've played recently that could maybe be something kind of similar, something of a similar ilk. We played, looking back kind of through my recent games that I've played on Steam, not quite like Brazilian Drug Dealer, although Brazilian Drug Dealer is more of a Quake-like game, so you know what, maybe that is the closest thing that's kind of a similar persuasion. I think some of the other ones we've played, yeah. Yeah, I would say of the recent ones, that's probably the closest comparison. Supplice, that one's also pretty similar. Yeah, not quite Forgive Me. I mean, maybe to an extent Forgive Me, Father 1 and 2. Those as well. Yeah, solid one, though. Solid. I liked it. It was good. No, and I'm grateful to the developers who directly gave us the hookup for the review key for this game, which is really nice. A lot of the times you apply for a review key through kind of a third party site that kind of handles those things for developers and publishers. You go through Keymailer, you go through Lurkit, that kind of stuff. Daredrop, that kind of stuff. But it's kind of nice when either publisher or in this case a developer gets to reach out to you directly, or someone on the dev team at least, which was nice. That was really cool. We got to try this out. Grateful to the dev team. Grateful, of course, to Gallaneth and to Lunasketch and to Gamertech for the raids. Super nice of you guys for popping in and chilling with us for a little bit. Part of the evening as we play this cool little game, and I'm grateful we got to try this one out. I'm especially grateful, of course, that I got to try it out tonight on the date of its 1.0 update, which is exciting. So congrats to the devs on a successful 1.0 update. And yeah, really, I mean, no problems, really. No problems. I mean, maybe there was some, like, is it the most optimized game in the whole world? Maybe not quite 100%, but it's I mean, really, the game never crashed. No obvious bugs, no, I don't know, no, like, obvious typos anywhere or, like, weird translation stuff. Like, everything seemed pretty smooth. So, we played, Crystalla. We played Crystalla a few weeks ago, about a month or so ago. Really interesting Souls-like game that has some really cool graphics and really, really interesting control scheme and really cool build system. Really cool game, but like, and it just hit its 1.0 release as well. They hit its 1.0, their 1.0 milestone. And the game, I hate to say it, is kind of a mess. It's kind of a mess. The developers, to their credit, have been hitting the game with like weekly patches with enormous lists of bug fixes. And you check the patch notes, it's just bump, just going down the list. It's a whole bunch of stuff they're doing. The devs are hitting that game really hard, trying to whip it into shape because I think they're aware that, yes, the game is nowhere near a 1.0 state. So sometimes a 1.0 milestone is almost like a check in the box. Like, it's like we're saying it's like a big update, and in some ways I'm sure it is, but sometimes the game hits the 1.0 milestone and it's kind of disappointing. You go, this was not ready for a proper full release. This still feels like early access. This game, no problems like that whatsoever. This game feels like a proper, we're not in early access anymore. The game is polished. It's ready for a proper release. There might be more post-release support. Maybe. There might be more updates. But on its own right now, solid game. Very solid game. So thank you again for hanging out with us, friends. Thank you once again to Gallaneth and to Gamertech and to Lunasketch for those raids.